perfect saying thank you. Thank you. I've been working on that. I mean... Hello, my dears. How are you doing in this wonderful Sunday? This is Rebel Path. Yo. I am so glad that you guys are here. That's been a very fucking eventful 2 weeks, wasn't it? It was a very eventful 2 weeks, I have to admit. We're gonna be talking about that. Man, it's been so long, Galaxy Upon said. I mean, was it? Jesus Christ, I was so busy. I was so busy all the time with stuff. With some secret stuff. So I've been so busy with the secret stuff and that I cannot talk about, and I most likely won't. But yes, my dear, so you missed the stream so much, Glacialalia said. I am glad you did. I'm really glad to see you, my dears. I wanted to welcome all of you. You are amazing for being here. So let me start with this. I got my hands on The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. This is a team t-shirt that we've been given in, I think, a release of, that was the release of The Witcher 3 in 2015, I believe, on like hands-on events. Because like the hands-on events, they were happening at like, beginning of 2015, so that was like, What was the time? I think it was around between like February and March, something like that. So we've been given those kind of shirts, so I really liked it. Secret stuff, huh? I don't know what you mean, Julian. I didn't mention any secret stuff. Again, a shirt that we can never have, as Cyberpunk DE wrote. Well, yes, I mean that was the shirt for the team. That was the shirt for the dev team. There was also another variant of that shirt that actually Satoru got, and that is a shirt. I'll actually check out the Twitter to show you guys. And that was actually a Satoru. That was actually the where are you, Satoru? It was actually like the t-shirt that he was given for beating the Witcher 3 first time, as a sort of, I don't know, because like he's kind of, technically speaking, a member of a red team. Oh God, I cannot find him. Where are you, Chumi? God, I wanted to show you guys something and I can't find him for the love of God. Yes. I think I found him. Didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did find him. Yeah, okay, I got it. I think that's the button that I should pull. Do you guys see it? First man in the world to finish The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That is actually, that was actually a shirt that Satoru got for like beating the game for the first time. Like, I mean the whole thing with like, the sort of release version, so a version that was like sort of shippable. Hello, Muzzy. Great to have you with us. Muzzy is our QA art lead. Great to have you with us, my dear. And we also have Bartek Pirko, our level designer. Great to have you as well. And we also have our dear moderators, Kogito, of course, and my dear girlfriend Sapphire. Great to have you with us, my friends, as always. You're the best for being here. Anyway, I just want to show you guys this. First man in the world to finish The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. That is something. That is something. But let me actually, because I wanted to show you something else. This thing. That is the like one of the OGs of The Witcher 3 at the time, and of course, that's Satoru in his shirt. You can see him here. And do you recognize this Chumi here? That is Miles Tost. Machiavelli says Asian. Yeah, Machiavelli. I think this is February or March 2015. Mr. Doors himself. Yes. Yes. That is Miles. Miles look here a bit young. He looks familiar, Bartek Pirko said. No shit! I hope he does. I hope he does. So yes, for those who don't know, Bartek Pirko is our level designer, and of course, Bartek is working together with Miles, so they know each other quite well, and he is just being funny. Miles doesn't age confirmed. Of course. This is those he's just drinking from a sacred river of a game dev youth. That's it, my friend. That's the reason. That is the reason. I see already fucking ton of questions, my dears, but we gonna talk about it all in a second. Now it's time for memories, but because yes, Kabil, I know, but we just need a music. We just need the music for this Witcher 3 discussion, don't we? Team Judy, what a response. Yes, time for some banging Witcher 3 music, because why not? This is, my dears, the Wild Hunt, of course. This is, of course, the Wild Hunt. And specifically, of course, this is, I think, the piece called The Trial, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it slaps, my dears. Anyway, let's just have us this Witcher music playing while I'm gonna be showing you some interesting stuff. So, today actually, today during the day, I actually put on the Twitter the 8 memories from the 8 years of working on The Witcher 3. I don't know if you guys saw it, but one of the things that I tweeted about is the OG team of The Witcher 3 quest designers at that time. Take a look. That is the team. Yes, that is the team that has been working. All of them were quest designers at the time. Do I see facial hair on you, Mr. Pavel? Yes, because I looked like a baby when I was younger, so I was wearing the facial hair. But now when I became 57, I do not have any beard anymore. Sapphire, look at you. Well, I mean, I'm definitely looking interesting. Machiavelli said Philip. Yes, I mean Philip looks kind of the same as he looked. Illusiard asks 57. Yes, that's correct. Looking great at 57. You look 30. Holy shit! Really? God damn it. Interesting. Are these two a couple? Yes, this is Kuba Rokos and his wife Karolina Kuzia Rokos. This was an awesome party, yes, Mazi wrote. So that was, my dears, the release party of The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt, right, Mazi? I believe so. That was in June, right, Mazi? That was in June 2015, I believe, when we had that party. And yeah, it's actually funny because Danish, who's here at the center, he dyed his beard white, to just kind of look like Geralt. Of course, Danish is, I think he's a year younger than me. So, not a white hair yet. But, a cool crew. Vodka was Slavic magic, Mazi wrote. Yes, that it was. When it was, I don't remember, why. W. If you say so, Mazi. Too much of that Slavic beverages. Hey, Pavel gotta be like 35 at most. Oh, Southern Locust, nice to have you with us. I mean, I'm 37, Southern Locust, but yeah, people always joke that I look like 47, so I say that I am in fact 57, to just spice things up. Anyway, from interesting things actually in this picture, you know, Kuba, Rokos, of course, Carolina, Kuja Rokos, who else? Denis, Zotabir, those are chums on The Witcher 1, you know. So, yes. There's more, of course, but not on this picture. Not the people from this picture. I love Geralt's theme. King Levy wrote. Yeah, fucking slaps. You know, like, I remember that from the... our first trailer, right? The Remember Guys, the trailer. I think it's the time we need to watch it. I think we need to watch it, don't we? I'll just... Okay, perfect ending. My dears, let me check it out. We need some hype. We need some hype. I mean, I'm talking about Witcher 3 hype, not other type of hype that we won't be talking about at all. Obviously. Sorry, I got confused. No. What is happening? Sorry, Trumies. That was like, I got lost in fucking all the windows I have. You know, the classic Pavel Boomer moment. Talking about being 57. So, let's do this. Okay. Do we have it? I think so. I don't know. Will it work? Hopefully. So, like, one of the most hype trailers. What is happening? Okay. This is definitely not doing what it was supposed to. Just a second. Because, like, by some reason now, this trailer decided to, like, buffer for, like, an hour. Anyway, now it should work. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, my dears. I remember this was actually so hype. Like, I was at the time, you know, in the studio, like, I fucking didn't sleep that night when we shipped that trailer.
Product not yet rated.
Fuck yes.
6 months into the invasion, Nilfgaard's legions had pierced the heart of the northern realms. Behind them, blood-soaked fields, war-swept wastes. A lone wolf.
Yeah, it's lagging. I see it.
Lands.
I see it.
A beast slayer, a whirlwind of rage and steel. They say he was a man obsessed, chasing memories, faces, scents. Yet amidst the chaos,
look at that.
He could only follow his heart.
Oh God, that was that's 2013, right? That's 2013. So high.
Some fight for glory, justice, or gold. I fight for those I hold dear. I'm Geralt of Rivia, the Witcher.
I absolutely love this. And then you have this old fucking logo of The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. My dears, yes, those were the times. Those were the times. Anyway, sorry for a break, but you know, we had to experience this. I'll just put the music slightly louder. So, my dears, let me look at the questions really quickly. Anyway, I just wanted to mention this. You know, it's been 8 years since The Witcher 3 has been released. A long fucking time, you know. CDPR knows how to hype trailers, Matt C16 said. I mean, Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess that's true, my friend. A lot of learning. Wow, mermaids. Mermaids are sexier. Okay, if you say so. Renata Weiss said hi. Oh, hello. Internet is trolling. Luciard said, yeah, I mean, maybe I had like too many things opened in the same time, and it just started lagging. You know. Gown to Redeem. Hello, Gown to Redeem. I hope you don't have any spoons around. Gown to Redeem says, Pavel, how about the new Witcher game? I don't know, my friend. What about it? What about the new Witcher game? You know, there's some things that are being worked on. What can I say? Yes. Anyway, I'm just laughing of you guys saying I'm 35 on the chat. That's funny. But yes, definitely. Oh yeah. Gown to Redeem Monkas. Hunt is coming. It is. Secret stuff lagging in the background. No, I mean, I disabled all the like, you know, downloads and stuff. So I'm not downloading anything, you know, not mining Bitcoin or anything like this at the time of the stream. Outside of that as well, but yeah. So. Pavel, how many times did you watch the SGF Phantom Liberty trailer? I am not commenting on that. This, my friend, is clear bait. It's such a clear bait. Like, I mean, seriously, you guys need to be more clever. Like more clever with the bait. Like, it just needs to be. No. It needs to be like thought through more, you know? Like, to ask a question like this, you need to like make an assumption, a base of your question, but in the question don't have the assumption present so that you can cheat the person who's answering, you know? That's the way you do it, right? He's discovered all of our tactics. I mean, my friend, you taught me well. You know? That's why I really feel ready for any future encounters, you know, I may have when answering questions, you know, and I'm eternally grateful for that, you know. Camilas, when patch 1.7 drops, no idea, but I'm glad someone asked, you know, there's still spirit in the audience, and that's Chivok with us, my dears. Chivok, that song is for you. Can you hear it? Yes. Tears running down your face. So emotional. Anyway, I'm so glad, Chivok, you're with us. Mike is our customer support engineer. Thank you, Mike, for being here with us, my friend. As always. And I see people tagging Ayana. I assume Ayana is also there, maybe lurking, maybe not. But if Ayana's here, then I wanted to say nice to have you with us, Monica. As always. So, my dears, let me actually look at the question. Pavel, talk about Boris podcast. What do you mean, Korkova Broken? We talked with Boris some time ago on the podcast with Boris and Rock specifically. It was fun. We have been discussing that on the stream here, I think 3 weeks ago or so. So I'm not sure if I have anything to add, Korkova Broken. So Korkova said, no, you know what I mean. Do I? I don't know. I'm you know, it's very their podcast is, they are very busy men, you know, like every couple days there's an episode. No idea what you mean, you know. You're talking to one about you know, about Zelda, or you know, yeah, it was like a bunch of different episodes that I saw. So yes, no idea. Is this bait? I don't know, Gantaradim. Korkova Broken was Pavel by like 5 L's. Hello, hello Ayano, nice to have you with us. As always, a great pleasure. Ayano is our UI producer, my dears, and she is one of the people that I'm cooperating really closely in the team to deliver you something awesome. That's the plan. But, you know, or rather something okay. You know, no overhyping here on this stream, right? Aman wrote Hinoa. I mean, he probably Noah. That's true. But I mean, possibly Hinoa, considering that he is worker on it. So you know how it is. You know how it is, my friend. Pavel, thanks for information from Boris and Rock. We know when the premiere of Phantom Liberty. I took a leave of absence from work of this date and I'm sending the kids to their grandparents. I can't wait to play expansion. Pablo, I mean, so what I want to say, I hope you are gonna have an amazing vacation. That's it, my friend, you know? That's it. But, Pablo, I wanted to say, excellent bait. Honestly, like probably, I would say like one of the better ones. Very well constructed because you have used deflection, right? So you have like done it that the decision, you know, brought in other people in. You know, very well constructed question. I love it. And it's even more because you didn't construct it as a question, but it was a claim. Rather, very cool. I'm actually really enjoying this intellectual wrestling with you guys. So yes, I remember, what was it? I remember when Rock and Boris, they like tweeted that I will be in their podcast like a month ago, and like one of the comments under that tweet was that, oh, Sasko, he's a weasel. We are grilling him every stream and he didn't fucking say anything. And I was proud of myself. I was like, yes, I was proud of myself. Revolver Salota said, amazing vacation with Diablo 4 or Final Fantasy 16. I mean, you know, I don't know, you know, what Pablo's really into, but I'm sure he's gonna have something enjoyable there with him. Marcin Przybyłowicz was one of the best game composers ever. I agree. I completely agree. Honestly. I love his soundtracks. Something decent, yes. Something decent. Pavel, King of Weasels. Thanks, I guess. Okay, should I read the books before playing The Witcher? Should I wait for The Witcher 2 remaster? Bride's Bearer says, my friend, I mean, reading the books in general is a great idea, I think, to just like know more about the Witcher world and so on. There are also Witcher comic books, which are actually pretty cool, so I think you would enjoy them. My friend, is it good to do it before playing the games? Absolutely. About Witcher 2 Remaster, I've never heard of anything like this, my friend, so cannot really comment on anything. But yes, definitely would advise to read some books before playing The Witcher, but you can really enjoy it without it. So if you even read it after, it will totally work. Krushit says, Pavel, how was Digital Dragons? I'm glad you asked. So let me actually show you something, my dears. Really quickly as well from Twitter. You probably know what I'm gonna show you, but I'm gonna show you anyway. Because why not? Maybe not everyone has seen that. And that is, my dears, this moment. Look at that. I was so proud. I was honestly so incredibly fucking proud. For those who don't know, this is the eggs are basically awards for the Polish gaming industry, and we've been given an award for best ongoing Polish game of 2022 for Cyberpunk 2077. Kruszwit said ale jaja for Polish speakers. Yes. That is true. I actually had the great pleasure to collect the award, you know, from on the stage. It was really nice. I was so fucking hyped, my dears, for this award. It was really so nice. It was really so nice. And then afterwards, actually, there is this moment of of you as a person who's like collecting the egg, of like sitting on a stage and just talking with just Radek and Tadek, so that was cool as well. They had some questions to me, and that was in Polish, of course. But yes, Pavel has cleared his browser tabs, and Machiavelli said, absolutely, Machiavelli, absolutely. There's like so much illegal shit there that you wouldn't believe your eyes, so that's the reality, my friend. That's the reality, my friend. You know what it is? I learn, kinda. I kinda learn. Jadunio, not this kinda illegal. Not this kinda illegal. Jadunio, I know what you're thinking. No. Bad Jadunio. That's not what I was thinking about. Browser history revealed now? Oh shit. That would be interesting. Let's move on. Let's not continue this conversation. So, just wanted to show you this. So, those are Chumis from the studio, of course. It was great. We were just sitting there, like those 6 people. Of course, maybe some of them you recognize, like Colin Valder, who was here during one of the streams. Colin was doing some live composing. So, that was nice at that time. Behind us there are like Techland Chums sitting and like few other, but those are like mostly people from the industry, people from the industry, my dears. So that was cool. And I will show you some other stuff, because why not? Because like Basha asked about Digital Dragons because she's nice. So let me show you this as well. So I also had a lecture about constructing characters for The Witcher 3 in Cyberpunk 2077. I hope this is gonna be on YouTube. Like in 2017, when I was there, when I was doing my talk for Digital Dragons, it was quite quickly actually placed on YouTube. I was talking to one of the organizers, and they told me like it's gonna be like end of May or something like this. So it should actually be kinda soon. Are you wearing the same pants today, Kamil? No, I'm wearing no pants. I'm wearing no pants, sadly. But, that's fine. Korkova Broken said, these red pants are sick. Yeah, I actually love them. They also had, I took them because they had like the same color as the red team jacket that I've been given. So because of that, I was really happy about that. Voice from Games, yo, is rating with a party of 297. That is insane. Hello. Yes, I know, we know here. Oh, guys, my leg is hurting me. We know very well, actually, Voice from Games here. Great to have you guys with us. We are talking right now about Digital Dragons experience, and this is the talk that I was actually doing. For Digital Dragons, by the way. And this is the red team, my dears. Thank you, Voice for Games, for the raid, my chum. This is the red team that actually was present on that event. Like I think it was 56 people that we had on the event, or like 55, but I don't think they're all here even on that picture. Like, I think on a picture we have, like, most of them, but not everyone. So, yes. I don't know who is actually interesting on that picture that you guys didn't see. Moritz, this one here at the center. Moritz is a quest designer. Here's Marisha Mazur, also a quest designer. Who else? There's Colin, that you know, Kacper Niepokulczycki, our lead environment artist. Next to him, Michał Janiszewski, lead environment artist from Witcher, my dears. Who else is really interesting to point out, maybe? Paweł Gąska, a quest designer again. I mean, everyone is interesting, to be honest. I'm not saying that, but it's just like, I'm thinking about people that you maybe recognize. Oh yeah, and then there's this fucking person here at the bottom, My dears, I don't recognize some of the language on the chat, so yes, my dears. If you could speak English, please, because we cannot understand each other. Because we cannot understand each other on this chat. Anyhow, but that being said, or speak Polish. Yeah, Polish is easier. Golfik, I am not that good in Chinese. No hablo Sasko. Yes, exactly. Can you speak German? Well, I could. Mein Deutsch ist schlecht. Entschuldigung. Anyway, anyway, and of course, you know, this random dude here that you probably recognize from somewhere. Hey, from Russian voice of V. Aland wrote, yes, we know, voice from Gabe's. He was here many times here with us on the stream. I'm not actually sure if there's anything more. No, there isn't, I think. So I'll switch to this view. I'm just checking if there's anything else I can show you. Some interesting stuff, my dears, from that event. But I probably can't. One of the interesting things I wanted to point out is this, by the way, because like people tend to forget. Oh yes, that's Lelele. Yes, that is fucking iconic. That is the iconic song, my dears. Okay, I wanted to show you something else. So recently, there's also been an anniversary of The Witcher 2. Of The Witcher 2 anniversary, my dears, right? This is so awesome. I fucking love this song. My dears, those of you who are speaking any other language than like Polish or English, I cannot understand anything. Like I understand some German and I understand some Chinese. And that's really it, you know? So if you're speaking like any other language, I cannot understand you, my dears. And probably a lot of people can't understand you. So we are talking here because we are discussing, you know, the release of The Witcher 3 and Witcher 2. Witcher 2 was released, what? I think like 3 days before Witcher 3 and then 3 years. So that was 15th of May 2011, was it? I think that was the case. So yes. So yes, my dears, this is it. I think I don't have much more to add in regards of The Witcher 3 and Witcher 2 anniversary. I put some memories, you know, on the on my Twitter, so you can take a look. Alan and Gan Islam, my dears, I don't know what language you're talking about. This is Russian or Ukrainian, cannot tell, but please speak English, my dears. Pavel, you understand Chinese? No, I'm learning Chinese. Watch. Ni hao. I can do some dirty talk in Chinese. You know, actually one of the books that I have here in my library, it's called Dirty Chinese. It's for like dirty talk, you know? It's like, there's like cyber slang in Chinese and also a Chinese dirty talk, you know? I mean, Chinese is amazing, honestly. I really would love to get my Chinese to the level that my English is, and then eventually maybe my Polish. Reuter, I have no idea how chicken with noodles is spicy. No idea. That's not what I was learning. You know, that's not what I was learning. So yes, I'm sorry. I cannot tell you that. Zibok DK wrote, I have the Witcher Enhanced Edition Platinum Edition, Pavel. I didn't even know there was a Platinum Edition, my friend, but I guess good for you. Jesus Christ. Okay, the questions in chat are really long. Pablo, what kind of language is that you're using in the chat? I think this is called a Pokemon writing. You know what I mean? With all those interesting faces and stuff. Isn't it? Because, like, that is definitely not the language, Pablo. What is going on? Anyway, my dears, let me actually switch to some questions from Cyberpunk now. Or, like, whatever questions actually you have. Jesus Christ, they're really long. Who did you meet, talk with, enjoy the most outside of CDPR, the Digital Dragons? Oh, science fiction person, great question. So I met, of course, a lot of the Techland developers just because their booth is next to us. And also, like, we have a lot of friends in Techland. Like, a lot of their employees used to be our employees, and our employees used to be their employees. So it's like, when we have the stands next to each other, like on big events, and like Techland was the main sponsor of Digital Dragons, while CD Projekt was one of the gold sponsors. I think there was like 6 gold sponsors and 1 main sponsor. So naturally, like, the main sponsors are kind of sort of next to each other, placed on that on that floor. So we were next to Techland. So because of that, we had like, a lot of chats. Like, I met a bunch of people, I met Banan, Paweł Panasiuk, of course, a lot of good memories, my friend. Then I met Łukasz Łukasik, the lead tools programmer from Techland, who used to be our tools programmer a long time ago. I, of course, met some of the Activision devs who used to be our devs, some of them on The Witcher 3, some of them on Cyberpunk, like Paweł Kapała. I met one of the heads of Activision in Poland, Michał Drobot. It was awesome to meet Michał again. I met devs from like one more level. People who have been in Reality Pump before, like 15 years ago. I met Farm 51 devs, like Kulik. Oh God, I forgot his name. Arek Kulik, I believe Arek Kulik. I met Wojtek Pazdur. I met, of course, Arek Rejkowski, an amazing fucking composer. I know Arek from the times in the Reality Pump. Right now, Arek is in Bluebird Studio, as you know. I think he's working on the music for, I believe, Silent Hill, right? Right now, he's working on the remake of second Silent Hill. So there was like so many people actually that I've met on Digital Dragons. Rejkowski, who composed for Kolat? I think so. I think Kolat was also Arek, but I don't remember like exactly all the games that the Arek was working on. I know Arek from the times of working on the Two Worlds 2 and Two Worlds 2 Pirates of the Flying Fortress. So those were two games that we shipped together and so on. Oh God, I'm sorry, I'm just trying to catch up with the chat. Sigrone Road, thanks for Cyberpunk, that's an amazing game. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Sirogane. It's really nice to have you with us. Rangel Alb said, look forward for June. Thank you, my friend. I'm glad you do. As we said, yeah, we will start talking about the game a bit more at that time. So, yes. Till that time, I have, of course, my mouth shut. Playing my roles asks, have you traveled to China or Hong Kong? No, my friend, playing my roles. I would love to, actually. We talked with Sapphire a bit. Sapphire's my girlfriend, right? She's here on the chat as one of the mods. So, we talked with Sapphire about, like, traveling to China at some point. Yeah, like, I would love to be honest. Like, I had a plan to travel to China after we ship Cyberpunk. But because not everything worked out, as you guys know very well, I decided not to, and I stayed working on the patches and everything that game needed. So that's why I didn't, my travel plans didn't come to fruition. But I hope eventually it's gonna happen, my friend. Minut Mecht wrote, I love Paweł Sasko. Okay, I mean, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love, my chum. Kalahari AC says, hey, okay, I think that was enough of that Witcher music. Time for some Cyberpunk music. It's like Camille's favorite song. Let's go. So, Kalahari, sorry, where is your question? Holy fuck. The chat scrolled. I am looking for your question, Kalahari AC. Where is it? I am so slow. Like, seriously. I need to start, like, taking some pills. Because seriously, my brain is like... oh, yes, I was literally looking at it. Okay, Kalahari. How much did you improve path tracing in the new branch of Cyberpunk expansion? I love debate, Kalahari. Great question. My friend, I cannot talk much about this, as you can imagine. Sorry, my hair looks like a mess. Sorry, my hair looked like a mess, and I was like, Jesus Christ, I look like I crawled freshly from the ditch. Kalahari, I cannot talk much about this, you know? I mean, we are looking into things. You probably can imagine. We are looking into things. That is as much as I can say. I was worth to look for your question. I'm sorry. It's a bit underwhelming, my question. I'm quite aware of that. But unfortunately, not much more to share. So yes. Hi from Armenia, my friend. Armeto says, thank you a lot for The Witcher 3. Best game ever in the history. Love you. Thank you, Armeto, so much for your compliment. I hope, my friend, you will try, or maybe you have tried, Cyberpunk 2077, or maybe you will try it with expansion. That would be lovely to hear what you think. You know. News said FF06B5 is so difficult to figure out. Oh yeah? God damn it. What can I say? What can I say? Machiavelli! I like this question. Let me go through it. I mean, well, I didn't read it fully, but I just looked into it and I'm like, I like the challenge of this question. I mean, where is it? Fucking hell, it scrolled up. Machiavelli, where is your question? God damn it. I'm too old for this shit. Seriously. That chat is so unhinged. Okay, I found it. CDPR is very lip tight about Phantom Liberty. I mean, kinda. This is probably the first time you guys very silent about something to be released. Is it because CDPR don't want to hype people, or this expansion won't be as big as the other expansions CDPR released in the past? Well, unfortunately, Machiavelli, like, by answering this question, I would have to reveal some information, so I cannot, like, reveal anything. However, what I can say is, like, yeah, I think, like, this is the way, you know? This is the way, to quote it. And what do I think about it? I think it's for the better. And I think it's for the benefit of you guys. I think, like, I mean, me personally, I still want to give you, like, amazing memories and, you know, things connected to, like, actually, you know, anticipation, just looking forward to our games, you know, whatever that's gonna be in the future, you know, Phantom Liberty or anything else. I really want you to, like, anticipate and, like, feel, you know, the hype and so on, because, you know, I mean, me personally, I just love, like, look forward to stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I love looking forward to a game or to a movie, to a book, to a music. You know, I just love looking forward for stuff, to a trip, you know. Just looking forward for things is just is a cool experience, you know what I mean? Especially when it pays off eventually. So, like, you know, yeah, I think so. So that is my opinion. But being lip tight, like, in regards of Phantom Liberty and everything, yeah, that's like, I think it's a good strategy. I think it's a good strategy, and I think it's gonna pay off. But yeah, we're gonna see. I think we're gonna see in June. As we said. And let me check the calendar really quickly. 21st of May. May is not June, therefore I'm not talking about anything. That does not mean that 1st of June will start, but, you know, at least for now, because it's May, I'm not talking about anything. I'm sorry. Exit the next level road expansion. Yes, I wouldn't phrase it better, my friend. Kurkova broken. Pavel, what do I have to do to count as a content creator to play Phantom Liberty at Summer Game Fest? I mean, my chum, First of all, I have no idea what our PR team, marketing, and so on is cooking, you know, because I do not work there. I am just a poor developer, quest designer, working on a game, you know, implementing stuff, you know. I do have no knowledge of that. Well, in fact, I do have some knowledge, but it's not mine to say. You know, so I think the best what you can do is reach out to our media chums on, there's our official email address, which is media@cdprojectred.com. And just like, you know, poke them and be like, yo, chums, I have a question. And then you go on with the same question you put here, but you just skip Pavo, right? So you go, what do I have to do to count as a content creator to play Phantom Liberty? Okay? That's how you go about it, right? And then if there's gonna be something, or if it's not gonna be something, and what's gonna happen, that is, you know, not mine to decide, my friend. So yes, I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. It kinda answers your question. Science fiction person. Does every game director have a different vision for the game? I know Witcher 3's game director was Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, Cyberpunk was Adam Badowski, and Expansion is directed by Gabe Amatangelo. Does anybody have different vision for the game? I mean, it's a very interesting question. So, first of all, I think what I would say is that, like, Cyberpunk was directed by Adam Badowski and Konrad Tomaszkiewicz, because Konrad was a second director. He was helping with a lot of stuff as well on that project. So that's one thing. And they try to stay on the same page as they can, you know, as humanly possible. When it comes to the base game and when it comes to the Cyberpunk and expansion, well, I mean, Gabe became the game director after Cyberpunk was shipped. Therefore, I would say a lot of the patches already have been developed under his guidance, and like main decisions and whatnot. That was also something that Gabe was involved in, you know. So I would say like he was deeply really involved in the current shape of Cyberpunk 2077. That's probably the best way to describe it. Now, when it comes to the vision for Phantom Liberty, I mean, I cannot talk about this much. Like, after the game ships, I would gladly talk to you, my chums, about this, because there's gonna be some stuff to discuss, I'm sure, and I'm quite excited about that. Let's say it like that. I think it's gonna be an okay discussion about a decent expansion, you know? It's gonna be an okay expansion and a decent discussion. Yes, I think I can leave it at that. Yes? Okay. Moors says, do you know the answer, FF06B5 mystery? I cannot say anything. Have you personally participated in its creation, or was it made by other members of the team? I cannot say anything. No, because like if I say, let's say that I participated or I didn't, then I will sort of confirm that it's something for you guys to discover, and I don't want to do it. I want to leave it at this, okay? Yes. I will leave it at this. I said enough about FF06B5, I think, at this point. I have a lot of trust in you, you know? Like, most of you chums are what? 30 years old? 25? You know, maybe 20? So how many years do you have to figure it out? 60? Easily. You have like 50, 60 years in you to just like figure this out. That's more than enough, right? You will easily like figure this out. Yeah, so I think like if you guys have like 25 you know, life years left, you know, 30, 45, you know, 50, that's a lot of time, you know. I think you're gonna figure this out. So I mean, that's it, you know. I'm 28, Nexo said. Yeah, okay. If you're 28, Nexo, but I'm not sure if you're a man or a woman. Because, like, those are only genders for which we have some kind of statistics when it comes to life expectancy. But, you know, you probably have at least 50 years in you, my friend. I wish you that, you know. So that is a good time to figure shit out. Rvatus said 22. My friend, you have so much fucking time to figure this out. That's the thing. If I will answer this, I will destroy your next 50 years of life. You know, would you like that? Probably not, right? You guys You guys really want to enjoy, you know, that 50 years of trying to find out the answer. So that's how I'm gonna leave it at, right? Giapollo said Revelio. No Revelio. Silenzio, Giapollo. Anyway, Revolver said, have you read David Geithner's comment on how BioWare writers have been taken less and less seriously over the years as development retardedness? I tried too much with my question a few weeks ago about why my writing game is not at the highest level. I have to admit, Revolver, that didn't see it, but I need to check it, actually. I need to check what the discussion's about, because I honestly didn't see it. Yeah, I'm looking at Dave's Twitter. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not really seeing those tweets right away. I will get to it and actually check it, because, like, no, I must have completely missed that conversation, to be honest. No, I'm not seeing it. Okay, well, anyway, sorry, Revolver. I cannot comment on something I didn't see, you know? So maybe let's try another week, you know, when I actually will read it, and then we can talk. Because I just don't know the context yet, and don't want to say something without knowing anything really about the context or what the hell is going on, okay? Revolver said, I understand. Thank you, my chum. Thank you, my chum. 49, I'm going to need some cyberware soon. Rex Totem said, I mean, if you say so, my friend. 49 is it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent. Akachi said, I'm 69. Nice. Akachi, that's nice. Hope you're spending this year in a good way. Alt Hornet says, was Mike Pondsmith heavily involved in the creation of the lore of the DLC? You mean the expansion, Alt Hornet, the Phantom Liberty? My friend Mike has been involved the same way as he was involved in base Cyberpunk. And I think we talked about this in the past. I tweeted about it, I mentioned that on stream a few times. We had a bunch of calls, bunch of meetings, regular email conversations, like pretty much the same, really. It was pretty much the same model, really, with how it was with Cyberpunk, I think. Like, I don't think there were any differences, to be completely honest with you, Alt Hornet. So, the answer is kinda yes, yeah. Like, Mike was as a consultant, and, you know, that was always the case. He was always in the loop. So, yes. I don't think there is much more to add here, really. Because I obviously won't be talking about the topics we discussed. So, my dears, that is as much as I can say. 50 bro, back, knees, and foot needs upgrades, 3D man said. Jesus Christ. You guys at 50 are falling apart? Holy shit. I'm not that far away from that. I hope it's not gonna be, I hope it's not gonna be this bad, but who knows? Kirkov Kalashnikov, hello, my friend. Nice to have you with with us on the chat. Lil Kui asks, I know that with the newer patches for Cyberpunk, you have added more text messages from your life interests to flesh out the romances. Correct. We have added them in 1.5. Did you already think of expanding on the romances before launch, or was this due to the popularity of the romances? It was both. And would it have been too expensive, time-consuming to add more in-person conversations with your love interests in Cyberpunk 2077? So, like, I don't want to answer this question directly because it will be treated as I'm talking about future content, Lilkui, sadly. But I'll answer this in general way so that you know what it entails. Voiceover and voice acting, especially in as Cyberpunk is, and I think I'm not wrong. I think Cyberpunk has 11 voice acting languages and 18 translations. So 11 voiceovers and 18 languages in general. This takes a lot of time and a lot of money. You know, like for those who don't know, in AAAs, voice acting is second or the first most expensive thing that we do for the games. Another one is basically like marketing and production. Production being like physical production of the game, you know, shipping the game to all the countries. And I think Cyberpunk was shipped in like 106 countries in the world in the same time. So production, shipping, marketing, and all of that stuff. And, you know, and voice acting are like two of the most expensive parts of the AAA production, my friend. So because of that, you can imagine that doing anything that is involving a lot of voiceovers and a lot of voice act work is just expensive and very time consuming, because like costs being like money is like one thing, right? But that cost is also time, you know? And sometimes you just have money, but you just don't have time. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just have enough like to just pay for it and like handle that, but you just cannot like fit it into the schedule, right? Like, because the thing is that you need human beings to make those things, right? To write all the dialogues, to set up all the scenes, to record all the animations, to clean up all the animations, to direct it, right? To review this, to add, you know, all kinds of sound effects, follies, and all that, to add all kinds of VFX, you know, all of this is incredibly costly. You know, and I'm not here talking about money directly, but time. You know, and the thing is that, you know, you need a really, really skilled team to be able to pull this off, right? And if the team is doing that, they are not doing something else, right? That's a normal thing. So always, as a director, designer, whatever, you have to make those calls, and you have to be like, okay, you know, at the given time, at the given moment, considering how the game is, what situations, whatever, I am making a decision, this or that, because of the circumstances we have. You know what I mean? So I hope that it answers your question, my chum, as clearly as I can, without, you know, revealing any future plans or anything like this. I think that I answered it as much as I could. Bride's Bearer said, long live Cyberpunk 2077. Thank you, my dear. Shraf2K said, hello, Kamil. Hello, Shraf2K. And hello, Kamil. Nice to have both of you, my friends, with us, as always. Madness Creations. How should I go about applying to be a voice actor for a localization for the Cyberpunk add-on sequel? In the audio drama podcast experience, do you go through regional agencies? Oh god, Madness Creations. So I'm not directly involved in like hiring and like choosing the actors outside of just feedbacking the English and Polish versions for the voice actor choices. Because like in those two languages I can do it fairly competently, in others I can say something, but it's not really the best, like in German, for instance. I can listen to it, I understand what they say, but I cannot say if it's voice acted well, if it's actually acted well or not. So because of that, my answer will be slightly limited, my friend, but first and foremost, Madness Creations, and this actually applies to majority of the AAA companies, not only us, which is that majority of the companies is working with external studios, and those external studios have relationships with those game development studios built in a way that when there is a voice actor needed for a certain language, you know, that given studio is able to prepare a portfolio of actors that are basically going through the casting process, and throughout that casting process, basically dev team in this case, I'm taking part in that process, we are choosing who is gonna be picked, you know. So what you need to do, you need to be first in that group that is provided by this voice acting studio. You know what I mean, my chum? That means, Madness Creations, that you need to get in contact and look for voice acting agencies, basically places where they normally hire actors like this, and in places where they simply look for jobs and simply do the castings and give jobs to actors. You know, that is the best way, my friend, to go about it, because then those studios in most cases have access to multiple different development studios. As you know, game dev, especially in AAA, takes like 5, 6, 7 years, 8, 9, 10, maybe even 12 in case of some bigger games. So it takes a lot of time. That's why there's no voice acting studio that would survive just only serving one studio. In most cases, those acting agencies, they have connections to many different studios, so that when those projects are being shipped one after another, you know, they can actually survive, and they can have continuous work, you know, in the studios. So summing my point, my friend Madness Creations, go and look for the voice acting agencies in your area, around you, in the places where you live, in the languages you speak. Try to get in contact with them. How to do that? Through the internet. You can look there, get your portfolio intact, make your demo. So basically a presentation when you're actually voice acting, where you are actually performing. In the audio drama podcast experience, of course, good. You know, that's, of course, you know, something that you can already include there. But be sure that you have a range of characters, you know, in your portfolio as an examples of you performing different characters. You know, how to do that? Well, I am doing a lot of voice acting here in the stream, so you can definitely observe me and just don't do what I do. And that is an excellent like direction, you know. Krushvit said my stream just crashed. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, but I hope that everything's fine, Krushvit, at this point. What is happening? Shraft, I'm not gonna even read your question, okay? I'm not gonna read your question. God damn it. More respect for others. Because that was not towards me, I guess. Yes. Anyway. Oh, G Apollo said black screen. I don't know, guys. Like, for me, the stream looks totally fine. I'm just looking at... I did it on the side here, and it looks totally okay. So I guess this is Twitch doing some Twitch things. Twitch is twitching and twerking. Pavel is the best voice actor. Machiavelli said. Machiavelli, this is very nice of you to say. Definitely there's space for improvement in my voice acting. Warrior RMK said ChatGPT can help with the game development. Is that real? Well, I mean, maybe at some point we'll find a way how to utilize that tool in game development. So I'm really open to trying different things and so on. I don't think as of now, like as of today, it's really ready. But, you know, there's a lot of advancement on that sphere, so it can actually be ready in the future. Rainscape Gaming. Rainscape Gaming came with a fucking, a fishing rod and is fishing. And let's look at that bait. What specific contributions did the modders hired by CDPR made to the development of Cyberpunk 2077 DLCs? Well, the only thing I can say is the modding tools for Cyberpunk 2077, my dears, obviously. Obviously, right? That was one thing, and I cannot sadly talk about more. Okay, Tinku. So Tinku says, you guys really want to get me fired, don't you? Tinku says, can you break our legal binding contracts and give us the ending of the new expansion? I cannot break my legal binding contract because I absolutely want to have work, you know, after today. Yes, I do want to have work, you know what I mean? To be able to put a bread on the table, you know, and be able to just make some new cool games for you chums. So I'm not gonna really break other agreements. No. Okay? No, I'm gonna do any of that. Jesus Christ, there's a lot of questions. Let me really quickly check. Camille said, question from Facebook user Felipe GH. What is the reason behind locking so many doors in Cyberpunk, and what could be canon explanation for it? Well, a canon explanation could be that the locks are really broken in the lore. You know, the producer of this kind of doors does the really shoddy job, and those doors are very faulty. They tend to break really quickly. So this is the in-game explanation of what exactly happened. But there is also another explanation that is, I think, more real. And more real explanation is, my chum, the game needs to stream, and as you know, Cyberpunk is working with completely no loading screens whatsoever when we are moving through the world. But you have probably, guys, seen on the slide provided by Charles, because I saw you talking about it on Reddit, that Cyberpunk has 5 billion nodes in the world. You know what 5 billion is? It's a lot. It's more than 4 billion and more than 3 billion. Really. So 5 billion nodes is a fucking lot, you know? And those nodes, and nodes being like objects in the game, they need to stream, you know? And because of that, and because of trying to craft that experience for you, that when you move through the world, everything is fluently streaming for you. And everything is there. You don't have the... and you don't have the loading screens when you enter the locations and when you leave them. Because of that, not everything can be visible there. There's also another factor, which is the production factor, right? Do you guys know what is the most expensive to produce from Enviro? Right? When you have the environment art, right? So the world, the game, the city. Do you guys know what is the most expensive thing to make? Can you make a guess? Can you make a guess? What is the most expensive thing to make? Doors, of course, no. Hair? I mean, hair is expensive, but no. Interiors, Revolver, exactly. Exactly, my friends. Fighter jets, Jadunio said. No, Jadunio. No, the fighter jets. My friends, the most expensive things to make in case of Enviro is always interiors. They are expensive to design, they're expensive to make, they are expensive for the system when it comes to performance. Interiors are very heavy. That's why when you're playing actually a lot of games, and there are some games, I don't want to point out fingers right now, but some AAA games, when you're playing them, you will see that they have very little interiors. Very little interiors. Like to the point that they are a rarity in the game. Cyberpunk has lots of fucking interiors. Actually, a lot of them. And the thing was that because we wanted to, you know, move on and kind of provide you guys with as many as we can. But of course, you know, not everything is possible. And because of those two factors. One factor is performance and just the fact that the game needs to stream it. Second factor is production reality. So the costs of producing it, human costs, the art costs, and everything around that. That's why Gamora Club front of the mist is closed. Yeah, pretty much Machiavelli, pretty much really. Because like, we didn't need that club for anything quest related and any specific need. And this is always like the driving factor for us, right? Like, you do make the interior for the game in scenarios when you're going to be using that for important events. And again, in Cyberpunk, you have lots and lots of the interiors. But in this case, we just had nothing to put there in case of, in terms of actually really interesting story that could be placed there. So because of that, it's just closed. It would be completely, well, it would have been useless, let alone having it stream and all that stuff. Danku said interiors in Phantom Liberty confirmed. No, my friend, no confirmation of whatsoever. Nothing's confirmed. Please, interiors are the best part in the games, where Warrior RMK said. I mean, I'm glad my chum you like the interiors. Recording a female Pavel's voice, I'm not really sure what you guys... Oh, what's the most expensive? Signed Rasmus says recording a female Pavel's voice. That is, I don't think it's that expensive, to be honest. There's also my female mocap. You know, I've done some female mocap to a previous game that I worked on for Two Worlds 2 and Two Worlds 2 Pirates of the Flying Fortress a year ago. So, you know, like my acting career actually started quite a bit of quite some time ago. So yeah. It's been an adventure. It's been an adventure. I have experiences coming from so many different fields of life. You know what I mean? I remember, like, at that time we were still using the older system because that's been chooms 15 years ago. Over. So at that time, the mocap system that we were using was like those slick suits that you have with those like gigantic fucking orange big boxes and markers with like cables and shit. Try to roll with that stuff. Or like try to do something, you know, a bit more engaging with the ground, you know, where you cannot like roll and touch that marker, because in that case the mocap read, so the animation is gonna be broken and will like flip your fucking arm or something on that recording and will look like something went wrong, you know. So because of that, every time when you were doing anything, you had to be so mindful about all the trackers that you have on you. Anyway, that was really fun. That was really fun, I tell you. Pavel, what's your favorite samurai song? I mean, Like a Supreme, of course. Of course. Southern Locust, sorry my friend, I saw your question and thank you for the sub. I am trying to keep up with those questions. I want to ask, for the game dev studios with potential employees who are in the military, do they accommodate individuals who are active in the military? Thank you bunches for the time in advance. I mean, Southern Locust, I don't know how other studios do it. Like, we did have situation like this in the studio, and basically like that given person or went to military and came back basically. So I think like in that case, but again, it really depends on the studio and in the legal system of that given studio and so on. So it's all really complicated because it depends really on your local sort of law that you have, and also depends from where you are. And if you are from US, then you know there's a global law and there's also the law of a certain states, right? So you need to take all of that into account. You know, like a Polish law allows for it. You can do a contract suspension or things like that, and even agree, you know, that the contract will be unsuspended at the moment when the employee is back. You know, I know about cases that things like that happen. So there's numerous solutions that can be employed in cases like this, but I cannot speak about any other studios just because this is extremely specific question, you know. So it really depends on what, you know, lawyers of the given company say, and then on top of that, really what is the legal system where that given company exists, my friend. Danku says, so you say the trailer is lying in terms of interiors if not confirmed? I am not saying anything, Danku. I'm not saying anything, Danku. Yo, no, not saying anything. Exit next level, mocaps came a long way. Oh yes, my friend. Like OptiTrack nowadays, fucking insane in comparison to what those old systems were doing. Pablo asks, what are you made of? What is the most proud of what you made for Phantom Liberty? You mean myself or the team? But question is this, answer is the same actually in both cases, which is I cannot talk about it, Pablo. I'm okay proud, you know. I'm decently proud. I'm quite okay proud of it, you know. I'm moderately proud. That's basically what I feel. I hope it answers your question. Yes. Have you played Zelda or seen Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 already? No, I didn't see Zelda. I didn't play Guardians yet. No, I didn't see the Guardians yet. Wow, my brain. I didn't see Guardians of the Galaxy yet. I'm probably going to see it when I see Sapphire. So when that happens, I'll definitely talk to my chum. And when it comes to Zelda, I mean, I have a few months ago, was it finished Breath of the Wild after like 200 plus hours. And I'm tired. Like, I'm tired of Zelda, to be honest. Like, after like 200 plus hours, because I've done everything in that game. Like, I found almost all the Koroks. And I think, I don't know guys if you know it, but after finding all the Koroks in Zelda, you get like a item that is a golden piece of shit, you know? It's a golden piece of shit that you get in your inventory. So I collected almost all the Koroks in Breath of the Wild and have done so much stuff, including like some islands that have been added in like DLCs and stuff. So I'm seriously like, I'm like, okay, you know, I watched like some videos about Tears of the Kingdom. It looks like definitely my jam, but I probably need like a year or more just to rest away from Zelda. And then I'm gonna go back, you know, because I took like 2 years or something, or 3 years after the release before I even picked up the game. So, and then it took me many months to beat it. It was just such a behemoth. I mean, I really enjoyed it, but holy fuck. It just took forever. But you know what, guys, I'm playing right now? I'm playing right now Elden Ring. Elden Ring. Yes, that's my chum here on the horsey. So yes, that is me. Basically, I'm playing. I'm playing right now the Elden Ring on Steam Deck. Ruther says, how expensive is gonna be Phantom Liberty? My friend, I cannot talk about this, obviously, as you can imagine. You know, this is something that will be shared not by me. You know, will be shared officially on official channels, my friend, not like this, you know. So yes. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, I'm loving Elden Ring. I'm really having great time, you know. The scarabs that are like running around and are really cute. You know. Cyber Horse is a spin-off. Jesus Christ. It's freaking awesome, isn't it? Totally deserved Game of the Year. So I don't know yet the Jadunio I'm playing so far. It's pretty cool. Like, I mean, it feels very, very familiar because like I played every From Software game that they released. Every new From Software game, because I didn't play like really old like Armored Core games and so on. But I did play all the Soul-like games. I finished most of them, not all of them. Because like Sekiro's just fucking beating my ass. Like Sekiro's amazing, but Jesus Christ is it punishing. I couldn't play that game. So like, and Elden Ring feels so much easier. It's just so much easier to play. I'm like, wow, this game is like, I'm dying every second minute only. I'm like, wow, this is so easy. I'm like, cool. This is really like not even a, you know, this is not even challenging at this point. So yes, that is basically my point of view, yes. Elden Ring is far easier, I actually prefer Sekiro, Brigbane said. I mean, I can imagine that for some people, like, Elden Ring is too easy. Like, you know, Elden Ring feels very, very familiar. It literally feels like a From Software game in open world. It has some really cool new additions, like scarabs, you know, like the fact that if you defeat the group of enemies, it refreshes your flasks. Pretty cool additions, I must say, but I was like, when I discovered it, I was like, huh, isn't that too simple? I'm like, what? I was actually really honestly surprised at the very beginning. But yeah. So far I didn't really you know, play much, like maybe a couple hours at this point. So don't really have much more to say, you know. They've been beating my ass all the time, if you guys are wondering. I'm definitely playing like a boomer. So yes. CQB02RMSE8RI. Nice to have you, my friend, in the chat, as always, asking about some data mining questions. Let's check it out. Could you say something about Q306 Geralt's 13 and Q307 Heist? Barely any details about them survive. I know that Q306 involved Isengrim and was more or less related to Dijkstra's treasure, and that Q307 was centered on Temple Island and the rest is a total mystery. CQB, I mean, I do know, but I don't know if I can talk about it. Like, there were some things, they were like in a really, really early stages of production. And I think like they weren't working completely well in the story that we were telling. That's why we ended up not shipping them. We shipped other things instead, outside of those quests. And I do remember, more or less, what was happening there. But I can't talk about it, most likely. This is a secret content territory, my friend. CQB02. You know? I wish I could, but no, this is secret content territory. So unfortunately, no. Maybe when Witcher will be 18 years old, not 8. Maybe when it will be 18 years old, I could. Who knows? Yes, maybe then. Maybe then I could. I don't know. Hopefully, maybe. Not really sure, to be honest. Vodin, thank you so much, my friend, for the sub. Vodin says, I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm doing okay. Yes. Jaduno said, dude, wait till you get to Malekith and Melania. Good luck. Yeah, I've heard like some shit about this, Jaduno. I cannot wait. I cannot wait for these bosses. I cannot wait for these bosses. I'm already feeling old, you know? Greybeard said playing like a boomer. I can offense to that. Hey, Greybeard, we probably are on the same carriage, sort of. We are probably in the same team, you know? Team 60s. Guadalupe says, okay, I'm back. Lost the elections to the far right. Lost of EuroLeague. What I find one more step closer to Cyberpunk, I'd say. Luckily, I have you, chums. Luckily, we have you with us. Guadalupe, thank you for being here, my friend. Are you looking forward to the next PlayStation showcase in a few days? Yes, I've seen the information about the new showcase. I think it's happening 25th, isn't it? I think it was 24th or 25th of May. I believe so. I am actually quite interested, to be honest. What is going to be shown? We will see. We are going to see. Okay. There's a question in the chat. How much do you work daily? I definitely work too little, my friend. I should be doing more, but I'm doing my best. My poor ass is doing his very best, my friend. That's for sure. Machiavelli coming with a horny question. I hope that Babsonovska is here to take care of you. But in the meantime, I'll take care of it. It's a bit of a horny question, but why there's no Joytoys services at Lizzie's bar? We can clearly see there's some rooms and upstairs at the bar, that's correct. It would be fitting that Moxes are giving services there to V as well. Also, The Witcher 3 had 2 big brothels in a city. I feel this is a downgrade. Well, I mean, Machiavelli, in Cyberpunk, you also have 2 places like this, right? You have Jig Jig Street, and you have this exclusive place that I forgot the name of. Black Matter, I believe. Is the place where those more exclusive Joytoys are. So yes, I know because I implemented that. Now, when it is not in Lizzie's, I mean, it's just every scene like this is just a lot of work. You know, I know because I implemented all 4 of them. So it's been an adventure, you know, Machiavelli. So the decision was not to make more of them, you know, at that time, because like, in a way, we felt that players are not this horny, but you know what? I mean, clearly, we have underestimated you. And it's a learning. You know, it's a learning. I told you guys. There's a lot of lessons coming from Cyberpunk release. This is one of them. very clearly. Anyway, what can I say? What can I say, Machiavelli? That's it. I was really the call. Pavel was the mocap actor? No, that was not true. That was not true. Peter Chade, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? God. Never underestimate the horniness of individuals. Yeah, I mean, I was sure that I didn't, but I clearly did. So here you go. You know, I learn all the time. You know. Warrior MK said Orion must have more story choices and more romances. Oh yeah. You guys are so unhinged. Like, seriously, when it comes to like romances, like the first is there is just like no stopping. There's just no stopping of the thirst. I can clearly see it, honestly. Yes, I can clearly see it. Can you talk about inspirations Cyberpunk took from the Deus Ex series? It's my favorite series and I expected more homages in a game can't find much. Ambiture one asks. Ambiture, actually, there was a lot of inspirations, but there is a lot of games that actually grew on old Deus Ex, because not so much on the new ones, but old Deus Ex games, and those have been in discussion in the studio. You know, like I think the most often we've been talking about old Deus Ex games and Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Those were as well brought up as an examples. And like life paths, you know, from the first Dragon Age. Those were like sort of like, I think, origin stories they were called in Dragon Age 1. So but going back to the inspirations of the Deus Ex, I mean, when you look at Cyberpunk, there's a lot of things that actually Deus Ex and Mass Effect and Cyberpunk share, my friend. And you're talking about like some direct inspirations. Well, I mean, first and foremost, I think the gameplay itself, you know, and how are you actually playing the game, is probably quite close, I would say, to how those games were played. Of course, you know, Deus Ex from the very beginning was designed to be a proper immersive sim. You know, Cyberpunk is a hybrid. Cyberpunk has elements of immersive sim, but it's not like really by the book an immersive sim per se. You know, it has elements of that, though, so you can definitely see it here. Not what I can say, my friend. If you just analyze both of those games, you will see actually so many inspirations and connections, you know. His Speed Day said, I mean, you guys are fleshing out the characters so well via the characters' choice stories. Obviously, the community wants more of their flesh, so to speak. Oh, yeah? That is very well said. He's speedy. I definitely can feel it. Can feel it. Pavel, do you think we'll wait as long for Orion's release as for Cyberpunk from its first reveal in 2012? Pablo asks. Pablo, I have no idea, my friend. I hope not, to be honest, but you know what? Time will tell. You know, I think, like, first and foremost, what's important is that it fucking slaps, you know what I mean? And that it's great. And that's really well done. And that you're enjoying it. I think that is the most important thing. You know, time is kind of secondary in a way, you know? Because, like, if the studio is working on a game for, like, 12 years, right? Let's say. Just an example. And that game comes out and sweeps all the fucking awards, right? And knocks you off, and you have all the Joytoys you wanted, and you have everything, you know, you really wished for, and you feel that the studio under-promised and over-delivered, and you really feel that the game is something special. Like, as we can see with Zelda, like, with the new Tears of Kingdom, I really enjoyed the fact that you can see so many, like, proper innovations on, like, actual AAA scope. I fucking love that stuff, honestly. Like, I think that this, for me, is a thing that should be a defining factor if the game can even be considered a game of the year. you know? If something is just a second part, or a third part, or a fifth part, totally fine, but I don't think we should be even talking in context of those games as a Game of the Year. And the reason being, because we are consciously hindering the... because we are, by doing so, and by giving the awards and so on, and really looking... praising the games that did a very little innovation and just made another one and more of that, we are giving a very wrong signal of expectations of us as players. You know, I think that if we are discussing awards, you know, for design, for a Game of the Year, for best game, because those awards are named differently, I think honestly, like, meaningful innovation should be an important factor. And again, it does not mean that the game needs to be, like, reimagined from a ground up. It doesn't. Like, I think Zelda shows it perfectly. A very solid base from a previous game that is sort of wrapped up, concluded with a very meaningful new add-ons, innovations, things that make my imagination race, things that are new, fresh, open, things that deliver new experiences. I honestly think this should be something that is required for Game of the Year and any other titles like this. So yes, anyhow. But I'm really, really glad, you know, that Nintendo went in and fucking has done the Tears of the Kingdom. The way they've done it, it really, really shows that it can be done in AAA and can be done well. Mitka Besim Shmirait, thank you for Prime. I believe I read your nickname properly. I hope at least. Thank you so much, my friend, for the sub. Just like Dark Souls and Elden Ring. Yeah, I think so too. Domator, exactly. So it's like, I didn't have enough time yet with Elden Ring to say right away, but it feels that the meaningful innovation that they have done there is really, really big, and nobody else has done it yet like this and succeeded to that scale. And I think for me, it's very, very telling. And again, like, traversing on a horse, you know, through that world, you know, going through fighting things and so on, finding things, the thrill of fucking discovery. So amazing. Honestly. So that part, I mean, really, like, the way how they actually made it, like, open world gel so well with that FromSoft formula. I'm just like playing the Elden Ring, and I'm kind of feeling like having an exquisite dish. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be playing this game for fucking 1,000 hours probably, knowing myself, because I take shit ton of time to play games. I'm so slow always when playing anything. But you know what? It is what it is. I really, really, really enjoy it so far, but yeah, it takes me a million years, probably. But yeah, I think like Elden Ring is a great example of meaningful innovation on the established base, and Zelda is a second example for me of that kind of game. Who did the cinematic design for Priscilla's concert? That's Igor Sarzyński. Igor went and became a lead of the cinematic team. Then he became a director of cinematic team on Cyberpunk, and right now he's a narrative director on Phantom Liberty, and we are working very closely with Igor every single day. It's actually funny because like I designed it at the concert, and Igor did the scene, and we are together working on narrative for Phantom Liberty. So it's actually funny, and I'm really glad to have him, on board and to be working with him. Is a very, very talented cinematographer, and Igor has this thing that is fairly unique, which is that he's able to grasp the characters really well by looking into them and being like answering those questions about like what this character is about, what they care about, what they want, what is their emotional state, what is their mindset in every single moment of the story. He's able to like answer those questions to himself, simulating sort of this the mindset and the state of the player's knowledge at the given time. You know, it's a really important skill for I would say for a game dev, especially for non-linear narratives, when you have choices and that state of knowledge and that story arcs for characters, they can be different and whatnot. Really interesting skill he has. So I'm really enjoying a lot working with him on that stuff. Very talented guy. Very, very talented guy. X Matthias asks, hi Pavu, I know you have been congratulating a lot to Cyberpunk 2070 narrative. Contributing a lot. Oh, sorry, I misread you. Contributing a lot to Cyberpunk narrative, but what are your favorite pieces of Night City lore? I have been starting with Cyberpunk Red recently, and it's been really incredible to learn so much about the history of the city and everything that happened in the days in the dark corporation-led world. Sending love from Slovakia. Thank you, Mateusz, for all the love, my friend. I think like the core, the most enjoyable pieces of the lore for me are all the things that are like sort of showing the world that we currently live in a sort of it's called krzywe zwierciadło in Polish, in like a twisted sort of mirror, and mirrored in a way that is really telling, I would say, and really different. And one of the examples is, for instance, Trauma Team. You know, how the Trauma Team works, you know, how they were established, and, you know, what they actually do. It's interesting. Like, I remember we were talking with Sapphire like a couple days ago, that people on Twitter were like laughing because the current like social security and healthcare costs more than in the lore, in the Cyberpunk lore, the Plaid subscription service cost to Trauma Team, you know, and they actually like get there, take care of you, get your ass out from a fucking war zone even, you know. So it was an interesting discussion of, you know, just Cyberpunk world blending with our world in a way. So I really enjoyed those pieces in the lore, the pieces that end up being in a way prophetic, you know, from Mike. And I think like Trauma Team is one of those that is kinda there. You know, another one, and it's really interesting, is like private military. You know, like Militech, for instance, right? Kang Tao, they all have their own military, and you guys know that in Cyberpunk lore, you know, Militech's president became the president of United States. Therefore, the you know, the army forces of Militech, the private army forces, became the forces of United States. And it's really interesting, you know, because this is what we're observing on our world, like a lot of paramilitary organizations being created, and, you know, even one of them fighting right now in war in Ukraine on the Russian side. And so again, you know, I think Mike's work has been very prophetic in regards of how that future is going to develop, you know. And I mean, I found those pieces of lore really intriguing, and there's so much, actually. There's just so much when you look at the Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk Red lore. So it's awesome, actually, to build, you know, on those foundations. Okay then, my dears, what do you guys think about playing the game? Did you guys think about playing the game? Because I would love to, actually. You know, too early, Camille says. Yeah, I think playing the game is too early. No, we should definitely start going and playing. I'm just checking if there's anything I missed. I'm just checking what we have missed in the chat, because I'm sorry, I'm trying to answer all of your questions, but fucking hell, it's sometimes complicated. Detroit Became Human. Pavel, when Cyberpunk released, I look back at it now, I felt my heart I should have been released for the next-gen consoles and PC. I really believe for gaming in the next few years, and they should be only next-gen. To learn from mistakes, of course. It's just my own personal opinion. Thank you, friend, for your personal opinion. I mean, not much I can say, you know. It's not my call. It's not my call to make. So, You know, but thank you for your comment. I'm glad you're liking Cyberpunk on the new platforms, or rather current gen platforms, because we used to call them new consoles, but honestly, they've been around for 3 years, my dears. I think it's time to call them a current gen, you know. Korkova Broskin says, what kind of zone, Pavo? A combat zone? I have no idea what are you talking about. No idea. Never mentioned anything like this. How do you create a story for a character? How it's structured? Oh, Warrior MK, it's an answer for like many hours, you know, to do it properly. So what I would advise you to do is like when my lecture from Digital Dragons will be on YouTube, which should happen actually soon. Take a look there. There will be actually a lot of answers of how you do that. So I think like I would start there, you know, because like whatever answer I will give you right now, it will be half-assed and half-truth just because I have to be very concise. And even though, you know, I'm not the briefest guy in the world, still, I'm not able to answer this question properly in like few sentences, my friend. So let's do it like this, okay? And it should be at the end of the May or something. So when those Digital Dragons recordings hit, I'm gonna tweet it as well, put it on my Twitter, I'll put it on my Instagram, so you guys will see it, that it's there, you'll be able to check it, and then Warrior, we can talk on stream here after you have seen it. Because maybe then you will have more questions, but I definitely think it's gonna answer your question much better than me just, putting together a few sentences now. You have Instagram? Yeah, I do, Camila. I didn't post there much, but I do have, and I use it like from time to time. I'm trying to, keep on using it a bit more for like past half a year maybe, and so on. Pavel, this time next month, we are going to be talking about... What do you mean, Korkova Broken? What do you mean, Korkova Broken? I am not talking about anything what will happen next month. Because right now it's May, and May is not June. The Tarin asks, I have a question about Digital Dragons. Is it a good place for people outside of gaming to visit? Is the way to listen good talks and meet people from the industry? Oh, at the Tarin, absolutely. 100%, my friend. I mean, I think like the tickets are a bit expensive. You need to check. I think they're not cheap. But I think it's worth it in case if you want to be in the industry and just like meet people and studios. Like the biggest game dev studios from Poland and from outside of Poland are there. You can talk to many speakers. You can attend many lectures. There's just like majority of the people who are actually attending Digital Dragons are devs. You know, from bigger and smaller studios. It's a mix. Really, really, really encourage you, my friend, to try it, next year. So yes. Domator asks, do you think it will be easy to beat Cyberpunk 2077 with a sequel when the current studio experience is much higher and has better vision? Domator says, well, I mean, logically thinking, yes, that should be possible, but who knows what happens. I'm not going to be talking about any future content, my friend, because it will turn into YouTube videos and all other things, when then later I end up seeing my face, and I'm always sweating in my pants and socks, wondering like what the hell did I say to attract attention again. So I really, I really don't want to do that, my friend. I really don't want to do that. Yes. What do you think about Rebel Wolf Studio? I mean, well, I don't know the studio. I know the people who are in the studio, my friend. And I mean, absolutely, I wish them the best. There's like so many old friends there. I hope they succeed. In whatever they create. There's definitely space to have more bigger AAA studios in Poland, making amazing games. Honestly, there's so much space, really, like this, and it's not that when one studio has a success, other studio cannot. That's not true at all. It's actually, in most cases, it's like that everyone can succeed, really. Like, you know, this studio can have a success, and that studio can have, and another one. You know, there can be many studios that actually produce amazing games. And I mean, from what I saw, the Rebel Wolves have a very strong team. You know, I had the pleasure to meet Konrad Tomaszkiewicz and a few other people from Rebel Wolves when I was in San Francisco for GDC. We actually met on one of the parties. So we had a chance to talk a bit, you know, with them. And I know that they are, you know, working on their stuff, you know. Path of the Darkness says, July, Shadow Drop, Phantom Liberty. No idea, my friend. I am not commenting on that stuff. My friend. Okay? Yes? Okay. Callahan59 asks, as a quest designer, do you have a preference between writing quests for first-person shooters or FPS or TPS, or third person or first person, okay? Does it change something for you as a writer? Callahan, it changes a bit, you know, because like when you are writing for a third person perspective game, in most cases, the scenes that you're going to be having are the scenes that are slightly more like traditional narrative, you know, traditional cutscenes and whatnot. While when you are in a first person, as in case of Cyberpunk, you need to be slightly shorter, slightly more to the point, slightly modern. You know, you need to tell your stories in a bit more, I would say, clever way. So it is more difficult. So I would say, writing-wise, I think it's easier to write for a game that has more traditional, like, narrative style. Writing for a game that has less traditional narrative style is harder. That being said, you know, like, in both cases, you need to be pretty good to do something good. You know what I mean? So, yes. Lokina, hello. Nice to have you with us. And thank you, my friend, for the sub. I really appreciate it. My friends, I think, like, moving to playing the game. What'd you guys think? What'd you guys think? Okay, I already have the game running. Let me actually check how much illegal stuff I have. Because, yeah. So, my friends, last time, you probably know, we have been playing on path tracing. Let me actually check. Like, my PC is not really suited for path tracing that much, but it actually works quite well and looks quite well. And I'm capped at 60 anyway for the stream, so I'm kind of feeling like going path tracing today. And let's see what happens. We are in DLSS Super Resolution at Balanced. We have the, you know, Ultra preset with path tracing, everything set up on Ultra. Okay, I'm just checking if I have my friends disabled stuff that shouldn't be it should be disabled. Yeah, it kind of looks fine. 2080 Ti rip. I mean, we'll see. I'm at the worst location right now in the game. And it works quite fine. Okay, my friends, I am going to switch from balance to quality. Not to quality, but to performance. Because, like, I think the path tracing on 2080 performance is, like, slightly better handling things. Yeah, it is. Okay. Cool. That combat music would be slapping. It is slapping. What I was shock spread said, yo, can't believe I finally made it to the Legend stream. Hello, how's everyone? I mean, everyone's doing, I hope, well. My friend, thank you so much for the comment and for the compliment. I definitely do not feel like a legend. But you know what? I take it. My friend, okay then, is that the game? It is. Is that a game running? It is. Okay, Chumis, where's the sound? Sounds 45. Yes. IT programmer, hello my friend. Nice to have you with us. Yeah, so this is path tracing on 2080 Ti with on 1.62 patch with a performance preset. This is one of the worst locations when it comes to the testing that out because of all the people and all the foliage and also the neons and shit. And it does quite well, I have to say. For me, it's quite fluent. I'm looking at the stream right now. Yeah, I think it looks quite fine. Yeah, I think it looks quite fine. Okay then, my friends, we gonna be... Because we need to actually like... Because I took a peek at our journal, right? We don't have much to do at this point. Because like, we are those 4 quests short. And then we are gonna do the Hanako. Do 11 p.m. for most crap? I'll do in a second, Machiavelli. Why not? Let's fucking smoke that card. You know, let's see what happens. Oh my god, we are nearly there. Yeah, we are. We are. Exacto. Exacto, my friend, we are almost there. Rebecca's shotgun. Oh shit. That's actually true. I don't just remember where it was placed. Yeah, Rebecca's shotgun was like in the center of that thing, right? Wasn't it? Like I remember on the grass or somewhere. Holy shit, I don't remember exact place. Somewhere in the bush. Thanks, Camille, for being extremely precise. But yes. Will do my best. Ruter, what are you talking about? I like playing in Polish, my friend, but I'm streaming. And I'm streaming for so many people that don't understand Polish, my friend. What are you talking about? My chumi, what, the whole stream is supposed to learn Polish? I mean, some of them do know it, but the rest, it's one of the hardest languages in the world, my friend. IT programmer asks Pavel, what level should I have in Cyberpunk to enter the expansion? Well, as far as I know, this issue has been covered in the Rocket Boris podcast, but maybe you can say more. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, yes, of course, I heard Rocket Boris talk about stuff. The thing is, my friend, that I cannot talk about anything in regards to future content. My chum, do you get it? You know what it is. You know what future content is. Future content is defined as everything that happens in the future. And future is defined as something that is ahead of today, you know? Which is definitely not today then, you know? Hi, Lucy, Krushvit said. Where are you? I'm trying to remind myself, when was that, 11, Machiavelli said. So this is 12, so like here. I actually don't... Oh, you said hi, Lucy, to Lucy. Oh god, I thought that you mean like Lucy from Edgerunners.
Oh shit, not good.
You can see Lucy, you're like Lucy from Edgerunners now for us. Oh god, I have Malik malfunction on top of that. My chumis. That is fucking hell. Yeah, you can see actually that those relic malfunctions are a bit more common now as far if further you are in the game. And also that the camera shake is more and so on, and it's all much more... Whew. Okay, chilled out. It's all much more strong. Yeah, I think you were right, Machiavelli. Look at this fucking crowd. Actually, I mean, performance quite fine. This is, by the way, 2080. This is 2080, my friends. It's not like extremely smooth, but it is pretty fucking smooth. Considering this is path tracing in 2080, you know? Chumi is taking a picture. Okay then, let me actually take a look. Oh, here you go. Some people are chilling. Where are you? That is it? No, that's not it. That's Max Dog. I remember, like, it's actually funny because I was, of course, reviewing that quest, that implementation, because that was done by Danish Markiewicz, you know, in the studio. And the implementation of that and, you know, the Edgerunners quest and also the drop of this weapon here. that was what Danish did, but holy fuck, I don't remember where it was. I don't think I was running here in that circle. That was not it. That was definitely not what I was doing. Pavel's PC is on fire. No, it's totally fine. I mean, I don't smoke. I don't smell any weird, you know, smoke or any strange sensations here happening. So it's totally fine. Where is hidden places? What? Yo! I mean, I am fucking proud of myself. Honestly, that I found it. I am proud of myself that I found it. Wow, that was wild. Where are you, Guts? Here are you. Nicer. Nicer. I'm just checking. That's Mox. I'm just checking for a second if there are any upgrades I can do, actually. No, that's Tactician. Okay, so because this is the this power shotgun, but this is the Mox. I don't think I can actually upgrade it here. So let's go to the upgrades, my chummies. Oh, and I cannot upgrade that one too. Yeah. Sadness. Sadness, that is sadness. I'm not really seeing anything, that any upgrades I can do actually to this specific weapon here. Baruch, Pavel, you didn't see it? What do you mean? Like, I didn't see what? Yeah, it's already maximum level. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. That's okay. It was there, I think. Krugberg said, no, it's not Krugberg. Like, it's not really... It's not really here. And on crafting, because like I thought this is like a unique shotgun, right? Like those are all the those are all the unique ones. This is Bloody Maria, right? This is the Mox, so that's not the right one, right? This is the Brujan Comrade's Hammer that I have. This is the Widowmaker, so that's not this one. That's the Mox again, right? But the iconic level. So that's not it. It's not here as well, and here are the common upgrades. I skipped Guts again? Where? You guys are fucking trolling me. You guys are trolling me. Seriously. Okay, I mean, I confirm. Okay, I confirm that I skipped it. Okay, sure. Maybe I missed it, okay? Like, maybe I missed it. That's fine, you know? Yeah. Maybe I missed it, okay? Cool. Anyway, cool. Anyway, cool. Anyway, let's go to inventory. Bad Pavo. Who's gaslighting who? Exactly. Good question. Good question, my friend. Yes. Woo! That is smoking hot. Okay, my chummies, what we have to do is like, I'm gonna fucking disassemble all these trash guns because I don't want them. But let me actually really quickly do this. I'll actually go here and just get rid of most of them. And I'm gonna upgrade, create some upgrades for the guts just in a second. Yes. Question for Facebook user. If possible, please ask him about world reactivity regarding our action Night City. It seems people didn't care or didn't react at all to your action. Can you comment on that? I mean, it depends really on what we are talking about, right? Like in 1.5, we have actually added a bunch more different actions that people can do. Like for instance, panic driving, right? They run away and so on. But there's not this much reactivity when it comes to that. Like people do panic, they react, they try to drive away and so on. So it is there. It's fairly simple though. I agree with that notion. When it comes to when it comes to reactivity of the quest itself, I think like it's pretty fine. Like it's kind of like, I can of course imagine the situation when it's done better, because you can always do it. But I think it's decently done. In Cyberpunk, like definitely there are spaces where it could be done better, and it's just a matter of our priorities. You know, what is better? It's better having more content, more branches, more consequences. It's always very difficult to walk this line and like strike a perfect balance. I think like also one thing is that this reactivity, especially story reactivity, is much less visible in Cyberpunk than it was visible in the Witcher. And because of that, my chum, it's possible for you as a player to really see it. It's really possible for you as a player to feel that maybe that's not enough. Originally belonged to Rebbeca from David Martin's crew, it wreaked bloody havoc, so it can be a little unpredictable, much like its original owner. Holy fuck. Okay, well, you know, here you go. Wait, what should I have? Oh, why I have Skippy? Okay, I should have this one, Comrade's Hammer, Guts, and 05. Those are probably my favorite ones. Yeah, because like we had the Overwatch, but Overwatch's not really... Like, I know the Mox is doing more, but you know what? It's just, we gotta honor Rebbeca, right? We gotta honor Rebbeca. Let's just check how it compares with this. Okay, that difference is actually really tiny. Difference is actually really tiny, and I think, yeah, there's actually enough good shit here to go about. Okay, okay. And then there's 0.7 attacks per second, and here's 66. Okay, cool. You know, let us see how it actually, let us see how it actually works. Oh, Blue Moon has messaged us. Thanks again, V. She fucking loves doing those emoticons, by the way. You can see it. What do you want to say, Pavel, about Overwatch? Overwatch is nice, Camille. I think it will present really nice in my wall, you know, in my flat as a trophy. Thanks again, V. Seriously, you have no idea how good it feels to leave the house and not have to look over your shoulder every 2 seconds. V, you're amazing. Just doing my thing. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember, but we by accident have shot her. I'm forever in your depth. If you ever find yourself in Tokyo, hit me up. I'll show you up the most Nova clubs. Thanks for the offer, maybe someday. Chances pretty slim. Okay. Totally. Whenever you're free. Okay. Nobody's gonna to fuck with the cause now. Okay. Okay, later. Okay, well, I'm glad. I really like the follow-ups like this in quests and so on, when NPCs actually don't forget about your existence. So nice, voice actor, Cozy Hope set. Very authentic, Corpuk. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Definitely, like, voice acting is one of my passions. Voice acting is one of my passions. Oh, look at that. Just a trauma team representative. I wish there was more to this girl band. Muahaha. I don't know what you mean. I have no idea what you're talking about, my friend. I am 100% sure you didn't have anything naughty in your mind, wouldn't you? That wouldn't happen. Oh. Someone left their Chromanticore. Glad that I was here and I could steal it. Holy fuck, this place is so crowded. Petition to have Pavel's voice as a Blue Moon for now. Oh, thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, my chums. So, few things we need to do. We need to go over the city and just look at the tarot cards that we didn't collect. I will have a quick run while I'm actually answering your questions so that we can like wrap this quest up. because as always, I'm just super fucking slow with everything. By the way, my dears, I have actually checked how much I have played Cyberpunk on this session, and it's 305 hours right now. 305 took me to play Cyberpunk with you, you know? Come on, Scorpion. Where's my bike? Let's go. I'm gonna smoke that fucking cart on this, on the... Oh shit. On this path tracing while I'm actually on motorcycle. We'll see what happens. It's doing fine. How much time do you have on your Phantom Liberty save? Nah, I cannot say anything. I'm gonna talk to you guys about this when time's right. Okay? What do you guys think? I think that's a good deal. I think that's a good deal. Holy shit, wait. Can I actually drive up here and then... Oh, because this is like on the building there. Yeah. Can I actually scan it from there? I can. Yes, I can. That's the death. That's the death? Yes, that's the death. It's actually funny, but did you guys see that the death is actually on the Embers wall? Yes. Drive-by scan. Exactly. Turn on the lights and the wheels. Oh, I actually forgot how to do that. Holy fuck. Was that Z on keyboard? I need to check. Coincidence? I don't think so. No, definitely not a coincidence. Machiavelli asked, is Phantom Liberty going to be released the same date Johnny and his team dropped Nuke in Arasaka? 20th of August. No comment, Machiavelli, about any dates or anything like this. You know it. Probably is Cyberpunk Twitter done uploading all the Twitter cards? I don't know, honestly. That's something our community managers are doing. Oh, are all the gigs and scanners done too? Yes, I think all of it. I think all of it is done, my chum. It took me 305 hours, goddammit, so I better be. Let's look at the death's description. Death is the card of becoming. It signifies an imminent and difficult transition, the conclusion of one phase of life, and the beginning of other. Inevitably, something gets lost during the transition, but something else will rise to take its place. That's one creepy fucking explanation. Jesus Christ. You are incredible, bro, for doing all of those things. What do you mean? What do you mean by that, my friend? I'm not really doing anything. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling. Okay, chummies. Time to go to the map and actually... Time to go to the map and actually see what are the closest cards. I think this one. Okay, let's try this one. I actually completely don't remember which cards I have. So that's gonna be a discovery for me as well. I think a lot of people can relate to the cards too. Playing my roles set. I'm glad, my friend, that was the idea. That was the idea. I love the reactivity of the world. You know, when you bump at them, they like scream at you. They drive away, you know, they like bump at other people and stuff. It's so cool, actually, when this happens. Fucking hell. This looks so cool. This looks so cool. Pavel, how often do you get into car chases on 1.7 branch? How to say it? What can I say about this? Probably not much I can say, unfortunately, about this. My chummy. Probably not much I can say. A round of applause for Pavel for playing the game in 30 FPS-ish? Is it? Is it 30? I don't know, it kind of fucking... I don't know. I mean, to be honest, Machiavelli, I was always in my life like playing the games in like 7 frames because I do like when it looks good, and for me like it completely doesn't disturb me. I mean, it doesn't feel like 30. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see and play. You know, when if it will be too disturbing, then we can maybe change it. But for now, okay, let's go. I think this is the memorial, isn't it? That light, though. That light.
In this spot in 2023, an explosion from a terrorist attack first in Arasaka Tower claimed the lives of 12,000.
Yeah. So, behind the scenes story, my chummies. Behind the scenes story, my chummies. So when we were actually working on the Arasaka Tower thing, we really wanted to do it in a way that at the place where the Arasaka was actually, you know, and was blown away, the place has been actually turned into like a memorial place where you as a person, you can actually go there and visit, and that some people actually still do. And from what I remember, that was actually the idea of our environment artists who actually created the location, you know. So it was like this, that like originally we didn't plan it, but they basically like had a great idea of like, you know, to just incorporate it and so on. They really wanted to build it, therefore they actually created like this. And it was actually such a cool thing that we had, because like it was, of course, you know, so natural that the tower is gonna be like, if it will be a memorial place in a museum, then, you know, it will actually make sense to have a tarot card here. Then, you know, Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz, he was at the time a quest director. Mati at the time, he was like, Mati was working on this, and he really wanted to like make sure that those cards make sense and so on. That's why he placed it here, basically. The tower. The tower is an omen of radical change, chaos, and destruction. The lightning striking the tower signifies a return to the old order that lies buried under the ruins, and never order that will rise from it. It's a symbol of tragedy, apocalypse, and self-destruction. Yep, not cool, not cool. Pavel, we talked too much today. Could you die 3 times? Nehudan. We will see what the future brings. What can I tell you, my friend? It's actually so cool that you can see those old rooms and so on here. I actually love this idea, you know, that our Enviro art team had, you know. And here we have the memorial on everyone who died, right? On like this Columbarium style buildings and so on. Open the door? The door is openable? I didn't know. Wait, what? How I can open the door? I don't have a code. Really? Okay. Let me try it. Let me try it. Seriously? Wow. Okay. Well, I'm curious where I'm going right now. Yeah, of course. I've seen this room, but I never opened this door with a code, to be honest. Yeah. So it's actually so funny, but like those people that are mentioned here, those are members of a dev team as well, you know, and they are mostly environment artists, concept artists, just a mix of people that have been basically working on assets and building this location, you know. So yeah, it's actually a pretty cool, I would say, Easter egg, you know. And here, Joanna Radomska, Asha is the one that actually implemented this, you know. So Asha is the one that actually implemented those texts and so on. Asha is our senior quest designer who worked with us on Cyberpunk, and right now she is on Polaris project, so New Witcher. You know, here you have Kacper that I mentioned, you know, lead environment artist, but there's more. Of course, you know, Lucian Więcek, our art director on Polaris, you know. Yeah. I, of course, you know, recognize all of those people. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just smiling to myself, just seeing all of those names. Yeah. Good times. Good times. Michał Janiszewski, another lead environment artist, in this case, on the side of Polaris. Okay, well, you know, good times, good times. Where are you? Well, I'm not an environment artist, right? And I also didn't work on this location, so that's why I'm not here, my dears. It's just like, this was like a small memorial thing that our environment art team had an idea to make, and, you know, they did it, so that's it. I haven't been working on this location, so that's why I'm not here, my dears. Okay, then. Have you played the Plague Tale Innocence? No, I didn't, Camille. If so, what do you think about it? If not, you should think about playing it. I recently completed and left me with the same feelings as Cyberpunk, with an emptiness. The story is just pure masterpiece. Oh, wow. That's interesting. No, I didn't play it. I'm curious then. You know, I know that the some of the members of our team actually played the game because they're fans. But me, myself, I didn't. Okay, let's go to this another tarot card then. Can I actually go here to the street? I should be able to without dying. Let's grab my motorcycles, chummies. Were there any quests in Cyberpunk that it was difficult to assign a song title? I mean, not really. Sometimes we had some iterations and some discussions. Hey, what would be fitting? What would be fitting better? You know, what is really, you know, good looking, I would say, and stuff, you know, on the UI. What brings up a good associations, I would say. Sometimes we were just analyzing... Yes. Sometimes we're just analyzing like the text, you know, that was written, and just making sure that actually, you know, the given, I would say, given idea and the design of the story actually really fits. But that was everything, you know, to be honest with you. So yes, so I don't think there was like any major major issues that we had with naming anything. You know, Chumis, I think I'm gonna skip time tonight, just because I wanna see that path tracing goodness. I wanna see that path tracing goodness in full glory. Because during day it's nice, but I think at night it's even nicer. Emmanuel Delgado did a fantastic job on Afterlife environment. Is he back at CDPR? Yes, he is. Yeah, the wide explosions is actually eye adaptation feature, so you can see that slowly my eye is actually adapting to the light. Yeah. So it's actually interesting that it does this. Anyway, let me get off. I'm seeing some bad people there. Let me actually take a look if they're really bad.
I'll fuck you up.
Get his ass, okay?
This is like fucking insane. Wow, okay. Anyhow, let's just check it.
You feel that? Fuck yeah!
I mean, I definitely did feel that, my chum.
I don't know where you're hiding.
Do you? Okay. The fuck? This gun is like I feel like it's just like I'm flying on it, you know, like on a rocket. It just like flies me back. MG999, good evening, my chum. Thank you so much for the sub. So yes, I have punished a bad people that have been gathered here to stand and talk. Oh yes, blue blood. Blue blood is the sign that this is on path tracing. Okay, let me actually go and try to now find the... Where is that card? Oh! Do I... Wait. Oh, I think, what is this place? Have I been here? I am confused. That is one hell of a red location. Okay. Let me save the game. Oh, you were here last floor? Okay, okay, cool. Damn. What the fuck is going on? Okay, I think like this is the location of one of the gigs, isn't it? Well, well, well. High Priestess. Okay, High Priestess. The High Priestess is a card of mystery. It shows how all our secrets hang by a delicate thread and a struggle between common sense and intuition. The High Priestess symbolizes the cold, calm waters as well as the mysteries hidden in their depths. Okay. Here you go, my chummies. Another card collected. Nice. Actually. Holy fuck, I think I've been here, but I just wanna check. Oh, okay, I can go here. Yeah, okay. I've been here. Huh. It's fucking dark as shit. What the fuck? This is like some true darkness. You have been here before. It's search and destroy quest. Oh, that's true. I remember this. Of course. Of course, Chumis. This is where we saved Takemura. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense now.
Okay. Don't answer that. It doesn't matter.
Okay, Dr. Paradox. Okay, Dr. Paradox. Okay then, Chumi, so I think we good. I think we good. We are going, hell you, I'm talking to you. Yeah, exactly. I think, Chumis, we gonna leave this, pleasant, location. Can I... where is the exit from this place, my chums? I'm trying to find it, but it's hell of a difficult. Okay, cool. Nice. Fucking love this path tracing thing. Okay then, cool. Let's move on. Punch the TV. Okay. No, I didn't want to punch the TV, my chum. Besides, I'm gone already from there. Okay then, so there's one really far from here. So we gonna be moving towards those. And I think this one is the closest. So let's just move between them and go here. And we gonna go in here, my dears, right now. Oof. It started raining. It knows that we have this sweet path tracing on. So that's why it just presents the game really nicely. What cars do we want to have? I'm kind of feeling like this Type 66 to just chum in and you know, listen to music. Labyrinth. No, I mean, whoa, that was fucking quick. Let's go. Oof. Like the interior of this car. I love the like unique jingles that those cars have when you like get inside and so on. You of us deaths. Oh Jesus Christ, no, who done? I will try to do my best not to die. That's my plan. That's my plan, my chum. Damn, this game looks fucking insane. Anyway. Do the raindrops still look strange or path tracing improve it? I mean, I think the raindrops looks quite good, to be honest. I mean, I can imagine it looking better, but I think it looks pretty nice. You know? I don't know, it looks quite okay, you know? And you have this water under the wheels, right? When you're driving on a wet street and stuff. That is very fucking raining right now. Wow. That's really, really cool. Really cool atmosphere, you know what I mean? What do you guys think? What do you guys think as something you could we could listen to just chill and Hanako? What do you mean? Listen to Hanako? Yeah, Roll Brew Radio is great, but unfortunately, this is the I'm streaming, and some of those tracks will be disabled in the streamer mode. Maybe 9 of them we could try. We'll see, you know. Yeah, play Growl FM. I mean, at some point, eventually, one day, my chum, we're gonna do it. One day we're gonna do it, my chum. Fuck this game. Looks so awesome. Wow. It's just because of this rain, like my visibility is so limited. I really have to like pay attention to the road and shit. Jesus Christ. This is some next level. Wow. This looks so awesome. Okay. I mean, you know, guys, like, I definitely see, like, you know, there are ways to improve it. You know, I'm talking about path tracing and stuff when it comes to the looks of it, but it looks so cool at this point already. My chum, drive away, please. Thank you. Do you have the Cyberpunk edition of 2080? It looks sick. No, I just have a normal 2080 Di. It's you know, I'm just smelling like you know, shit is burning in my place. No, I'm joking. It's actually working really well, to be honest. You know, I'm just actually quite like I don't know. It works totally fine. My friends. And oh, we are on Columbarium. Okay, I get it now. Where the RDX is on? Yes, Yoda. It's RDX on. It's path tracing on. So you can see the, you know, you can see how the fuck it looks like here, right? The light, for instance, from this lamp, how it's acting, right? It's like bouncing off. Look at those puddles there, right? And the reflection, the puddle of that, like buildings and so on. Yeah. Chumis, you need to like get an umbrella. Yeah, the plants of Columbarium. Okay. Have your knowledge of psychology helped you develop in game? Yeah. Playing my roles, absolutely. It was actually like one of the things that was actually probably more helpful from everything. It was probably one of the more helpful things, you know, to be honest, when it comes to the like game development in general. Yeah, we can see some holograms of some people that have been here. Yeah. The 6th Street signs. I'm just looking if there's anything familiar, you know, about some of them, because like some of them are familiar, I think. This is like raining so much. Okay. This is like so distorted. Militech, 6th Street, Arasaka, Kang Tao. Like, I can see all of them here, actually. Yeah. Okay, Chumis. I think I'm gonna go. I'm just checking, because like there are some things here, but maybe we can check it some other time, unless I find it by accident, because I don't remember where it was exactly. But yes. Hits the feels that John and Alts are next to each other. Of course. Yeah. Of course, Chumi. Of course, Chumi, they are next to each other. Yeah, and this one's covered. It's actually interesting, you know, like when you walk in here, this one is, you know, under the roof. So it feels so much different than the one that is like exposed actually when it's raining. And you can like feel all of that, you know. Very, very cool feeling. Yeah. So we were just a moment ago talking about it, right? The Eurodyne brought it up, right? Alt Canigan, Never Fade Away, and Robert John Linder. Now, for those of you who don't know, John Robert John Linder is an actual name and surname of Johnny Silverhand, right? Like this is his actual place of burial. Yeah. Yeah, man's name was Robert. Yeah, he was Robert John Linder. Yeah, I just think that's the case. This one is pretty awesome. You know, you probably recognize this one as well, you know, Roy Batty. All of these moments will be lost in time like tears in the rain, you know. Yeah. Of course, you know, that was we have like consciously added here. There was another decision was to put a memorial here of Sid Mead. You probably know Sid Mead, or you heard about him. You know, a legendary concept artist. You know, concept artist, illustrator. He has done a lot of things, you know, and of course, you know, Blade Runner is one of the most important of his creations. One of the inspirations, like his works were one of the inspirations for cyberpunk vehicles, weapons, and so on. So that style that Sid Mead has sort of introduced, that was always something we thought about, you know. Have you met Rebbeca on the rooftop? I did, yes, my friend, I did. Jason Alberry, father, husband, brother, son, Sir High in cyberspace. Another one. Yeah. Ryan Adam Webb. It's a rocker boy. I'm a rocker boy. And Nick Ford, beloved friend, brother, and a good man. He was taken too soon. You can Google those people if you are wondering who they are. You know, for instance, this one, Nick Ford. That was one of our players. Who was waiting for the release of Cyberpunk 2077, and he didn't manage. I think he was a young adult or a teenager still when he died, Nick Ford. So that was one of the things that we have done. He was a great fan of Cyberpunk. There was, before the release of the game, there was online petition, I believe, to put Nick Ford here in the game, to memorize him. Commemorate him, that's the word that I was looking for. And I saw that petition, actually. It was an interesting story. I saw that petition online, and at that time, I think it had like 1,000 signatures. It wasn't big or anything, but I saw that and I was like, okay, I'm gonna take this. I took it to one of my designers, Katarzyna Włodyka, and I talked to Kasia, and I was like, Kasia, could you please make sure that this is placed in Columbarium as well? He was 27. Not Mara said. Okay, 2027. Sorry, 27. Not Mara. I didn't remember specifically. I knew that he was a young person. So yeah. Anyway, so at the moment when I saw the petition, I of course took it to one of my designers, Kasia, and asked her to take care of it. You know, this is how it ended up being here, my dears. Yeah, Antonio Perales, beloved friend and brother. Yeah, that's another one. That's another one that you can Google and take a look. There's actually so many. I would say references, you know, and so on here. But this one, this Machiavelli is for you. This Machiavelli is for you. Andrew Wayland, my main Wayland. Yes, Andrew Wayland. Exactly, Machiavelli died too quickly. Yes, he tried to shape reality at a little cost. Yes. Exactly. Wasn't it where you came to find the cop's friend Andrew? Yes, Greybeard. Actually, the previous one. That's correct. That's correct, my chum. Okay, then. I think that we gonna be going... Oh, yes. We need to still scan the card. Because, like, we spent so much time in this Columbarium. And let's look at this one. Looks awesome, though, right? This, doesn't it? Tarot card, and that's Temperance. Why it opened the Empress, not the Temperance? No idea. I have it here. Temperance. Hello, another question. How do you decide how much time story quests take? What is too long or short for an ideal quest story? Oh, Naval Lieutenant, the way we do it always is just like look at the story we have designed, you know, and we try to make it proper for a given story we have, and then we check how long it is, you know, to make it feel good on the screen. You know what I mean, my friend? So like we kind of do it like the other way around. It's not like the specific time that we're trying to hit with a quest, but rather we are just making a cool story. And just out of there, we are just checking how long it is. You know, do we need more? Do we need less? You know, what's the situation there? Can we afford it, you know, completely? You know, do we need all of the pieces or are we missing any of the pieces so that those are added? So it all is dependent on the story that we are creating in a given time. You know, we are normally not really trying to do it in a way that given quest needs to be like 5 hours and another one 30 minutes and another one 10 minutes. Normally we don't do stuff like this. Like the way it's always done is just coming from the story. And I think that's the best because like in that way you can be sure that it's actually done in a way that feels good. You know, it feels proper the way it's done. Blood transfusion temperance, yeah, exactly. Are there windy thunderstorms in game? I don't think I've seen any. I don't think so. Like, I think we only have sandstorms, Uranium Bullet, and they are quite windy, but not like super windy. So yeah. Pablo asks, Pablo, did you like the unique jingle for the audio stations? I don't know what to tell you, Pablo. They're nice, yes. Temperance. Temperance is the card of balance. It may symbolize self-restraint or the gradual shift towards a more mature state of equilibrium. Temperance is associated with being in control of oneself as well as the desire to achieve inner peace. Yeah, here you go, my friends. Temperance. Pretty cool card. Actually, Rebelka is such a talented guy. Holy hell. Such a talented guy. Anyway, okay, we have a few more cards actually. To find, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. It stopped to rain, so we can enjoy the Night City without the rain now, which is nice, I guess. Let me really quickly point it out to another tarot card that we have here. So that is 1, 2, 3, and that is 4, and that is 4, and I think we have still, yeah, because like I think one of them I can only find one of the epilogues, right? 7 left? No, 5 left. I think that, isn't it? Oh, 2 of them. Yeah, there's one in Secret Ending, exactly. Okay, let's go then. I love driving in this game. Like, I almost, you know, guys, I almost didn't use fast travel. I think I used it once when we were playing. I think I used it once, literally. And then, hey, Chumi Carey. I used it once, I think, and then every single time I just drove. I just love driving here. You know, it's kind of similar to how it is in Elden Ring. Like when I play this game, I just don't use fast travel. I just run everywhere on my horse, on my torrent. You know, it's actually really fun. Oh, there is some evil happening. You know, we need to intervene, my chummies. How often do you fast travel in Phantom Liberty? I am not a fan of fast travel at all in general. What is going on? I got hacked and I'm overheating. Police illegal activity? Oh, you bat. What? Why I have stars in me? No, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just taking care of the bad people. Oh shit. Who the fuck's that guy? Die. Jesus Christ. What is going on? To me. Okay. Damn. Look at this car that they trashed. Holy shit. Splash damage from a sniper killed victims. Oh shit. Okay. Well, that's true. That is the reason, because I headshotted this person. I headshotted this person with a, yes, well, that's sad. What can I say? That is very sad. Okay, so they arrived. You can guys hear, actually hear the you know, environmental storytelling in place. So yeah, so they hit this car. Jesus Christ. Okay, and that was one of the bad people. Choices and consequences, exactly. This road goes to the big casino-looking place. Oh yeah, Machiavelli. That's cool, I guess. When is this road gonna open? Korkova broken. I have no idea, my friends. I seriously just streamed this game. I have no knowledge about any of that. Let me look. Let me look at this archive conversation. So it's Diana Kuno talking to Wakako Okada. Damn. Okay, that's gonna be tough. That's gonna be tough, because those are like two different women, two different like ethnicities, and also two different ages. So, you know, I need to like pull up my A game. Let's go. I need your help! Something's up at the Biotechnica! The research I was working on with Koch was leaked! Higher-ups want to pin it on me! All the casualties! Everything! Meanwhile, all of them, Koch included, pretended they knew nothing about it! Walk away clean! And that's not all! They're gonna kill me so the prosecutor can't question me! I know, because I've done this before myself. I need help getting out of town today. Cost isn't an issue. My answer is no. You're up to your neck in shit. And I won't dry my hands pulling you out of it. But, let me give you some advice. If you want to get out of Night City, you do it now. This second. Now. Here you go. Voice acting. 100 out of 10? Okay, 1000 out of 10. Putting your heart into it, I see. I mean, honestly, I put heart into everything. I do. Yes. Well, you know, chummies, that is very sad story, but what we can do, we need to continue. Oh, here's another one. New short target for liquidation. Diana Kuno, status red, priority highest, signed Dr. Joanna Koch. Dr. Joanna is actually a very prominent person, isn't she? Well, okay. That's, what the fuck's going on? Okay. Well, you know, that is, some interesting location there. Very interesting, my chummies. I'm not gonna look there more. Let's go. Where's my car? Oh, here's my car. 1.7 out of 10. Thanks, John Carmelo. Vuakako is like, it's not for me. Voice acting. Thank you, Luciard. Deb's A+ acting. Okay, Sasko Wakako. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I'm glad, you know. Paolo, what do you think about Sasha Gray involvement in dubbing? Did her career in the adult business influence her selection for the role? I mean, to be completely honest, Pablo, I haven't been too much in the loop when it comes to Sasha playing on this specific role. Like, we had a conversation in regards of that with our like influencer team like once or twice and so on, but that is it. I believe that she was been doing voice acting before, you know, outside of course of her career, just doing in actual voice acting, and I think that was a game, if I'm not wrong, but I believe that I'm not.
Editors are working their magic already.
Have the marketing team stick a link onto that old lady in the gallery. She paid a fortune. She'll get a 5 seconds of fame.
Already told them. They're also tagging a link on the Delamain. Saw one pass while we were shooting.
Good, well, at least that's over with. How was the interview?
She's also
Terrible?
DJ, yes.
That a serious question?
A DJ in
Okay.
the
got
growl,
me.
right? Yeah. I've been a big fan of her voice acting career. Yes, I mean, you know, that's great. You know, it's awesome that you're gonna you know, meet in a way one of, you know, people you've been following. Night wolves only howl at night. Interesting. Resembles Major Arcana the moon. Wow. Interesting. Okay, Chumis, let's go and check my tarot. What? That's not it. My tarot page. Where are you, the moon? Where's the moon? I'm completely blind, am I? That's the moon. Oh yes. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. That makes complete sense. The moon. It actually looks like those two wolves howling to the moon. So works. Can we get a cyber doggo with Phantom Liberty? Concerned Dodge. No, my chubbies. I am not talking about any future content. So no, I am not talking about future content. My friend, Uranium Bullet. But thank you for the question, as always. Science fiction person, there are some experienced game devs who, after years of working in big companies, start their own studios. Oh god, the chat scrolled. What is appealing about having a small team? Well, I mean, the fact that, you know, you just have a complete creative control over what's happening, I think it's a great thing, you know. It does not happen that often, you know. We have to, like, on big games, we really have to, like, really collaborate very closely. And there's just no way you know everything and you're involved in everything and you have impact on everything when you're in a big team. And we're in the smaller teams. And again, I was before in smaller teams, and then I was in Reality Pump that at its peak had around 50 people. Like, in that teams, you always know everything, right? You know everything, you're on the same page, like you heard about everything. Like, it's so much easier to just be on the same page. Communication takes so much less of your energy, you know? Same goes for The Witcher 2, right? Like, when I joined the team, like, there was like over 80 employees. As I mentioned to you guys a few times, in the project, it was just so much easier. You know, so that is really, really appealing, you know, for people who have been like in big studios to just go in and just like start something on their own and just, you know, Maybe may have a success, maybe have a failure, but really like try something on their own. I think like this is really helpful for a lot of people. Vovidas, sorry if I pronounce your name. Would I was shook spread. Would I was shook spread. Says you're technically speaking by speaking that you won't be talking about it. Great. That's exactly what I wanted. Yes. Oh, Veurodine, thank you, Chumi, for a sub. Thank you, always give me something happy to look forward to. Watching it always such a joy, and I learn so much. Hey, thank you, Veurodine. You, my friend, are always welcomed. Any leaks for 20th of August? Oh, I don't know, you know. I have no idea. Likoi asks, hey Pavel, I have a question about F06B5, which will be the beginning of a new theory. It is not a direct hint that will give the key to the answer question, how strongly F06B5 or is related to ICD-10. What's ICD-10? Are you talking about the global classification of psychosis right now? I think that this is what ICD-10 is, isn't it? I'm just googling that because I have no idea. Yes, it is. I'm actually right. Yeah, International Classification of Diseases. Yeah. Yeah, I knew that I remembered it from somewhere. Maichum, I cannot speak about anything. You know. So, oh well. But yes, I remember ICD-10, of course. So, that being said, no hint for the FF06B5. That is it, my friend. Look at the diagnosis FF065. Yeah, I mean, I don't remember all of them. Like, I could check it out later, my friend. But it's an interesting theory, I would say. A very creative one, though. Wayne Crowford said, hey, Pavel, I appreciate all the work you guys at CDPR are doing. Hey, Crowford, thank you so much, my chum, for this nice comment. Sorry, Chumis, I'm sneezing because, like, you know, the trees are blossoming right now, and I have a bit of an allergy. So because of that, just my nose is, like, tickling me. Okay, then, let's read the moon. The moon reminds us that reality is not always what it seems at first glance. In a world of appearance and illusions, the best course is often charted by one's own intuition. The moon is also the card of dreams, desires, and of course, sleep. Death's nightly ritual. That's actually pretty fucking rad description, I have to say. Okay, Chumis, less and less gaps. There's 2. There's 4, there's 5, and 6. So I'm missing 6, but I think, like, the quest requires me to get 20. Yeah, because, like, it's total of 22. Makes sense, right? Because the 2 are in the endings. That works. Synthmare, thank you so much, my friend, for a sub. Really appreciate it. Camille asks, can I go to the other side of this mansion? Go around? I am not sure if there's something worth seeing. I'm talking about what's inside the mansion. I'm not talking about what's inside the mansion. Okay, Camille, let me actually check it out really quickly if there's anything we didn't find here. Some clipping plant, that's what we found. Really quickly. Interesting. One of the lights, I guess. Many are still streaming and helping people with dedication. Kudos to you. It's been a year, lol. I mean, I'm streaming 2.5 years, I think, right now. So, but yeah. It's been some time. Yeah, it's been some time. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I'm persistent as fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I'm persistent as hell. You probably can see it, you know, I'm not giving up on shit. and on things I want to do. And, you know, I felt it's important to do what I'm doing. So that's why I'm doing it. You know, and we'll see, you know, maybe eventually at some point I will have a shorter break from streaming, you know, after we shipped and played together Phantom Liberty and talked about, which will probably take me a long fucking time, knowing myself. So after we do that, then we'll see, you know, if I'll have anything else. Like, I would probably love to stream Witcher 3 for you. But that game, if I'm gonna stream it, will probably ship Orion and Polaris before I'm done with streaming Witcher 3 with both expansions. So that would be fucking interesting. I think so. LP Prince, thank you so much for the Prime, my friend. Keep on keeping on, Chum. Thank you. Zabsdy, my friend, thank you so much for the sub. You guys are the best, you know that. I can wait. I've been planning to crafting my builds for the expansion for 6 months. Endrebre B21. Enadre B21 says, oh really? I cannot wait to be able to talk about this. Will you stream Phantom Liberty on the release date? I'm not sure. I will see, because like, you know, on the release day I might be involved in like some stuff, you know, going on, of course, you know, around the studio and so on. I don't know what's gonna happen, so we will see. Okay, my chumi, we will see, because there is a chance. Yeah, so there's 4 exactly. Okay, so that's perfect, so we can actually grab all of them today, the remaining cards. So we will see. I will definitely going to play it. Like, the thing is that when I will start playing it, I will definitely like spoil you guys stuff, right? So it's just like, and you know, like, you know, I'm not a streamer, right? It's not that I have to play the game because I'm, you know, I need to get followers and subscribers. So I'm doing this, you know, for you guys, to be with you, and of course, you know, for myself as well. But I'm doing it, you know, for the community. So I think like there's bigger value in actually having you guys, you know, play the game, experience it, you know, try different things and whatnot. I'm not gonna say anything more, but just, you know, try doing stuff in there, and then maybe at some point, you know, me playing. So I think like it would make complete sense if I would play it, but maybe not right away, maybe with a small delay or something, so you guys have a bit of time to just, you know, have a time with it. Besides, like, you know, I have no idea if I will manage to beat Cyberpunk before, maybe. That's not simple. That guy is like, fuck off. I'm getting the hell out of here. What Nehudan? What is confirmed, Nehudan? That you can finish the game? Yes, I mean, that's definitely true. You can. I can confirm that you can finish the game. Releasing soon? No, I am not talking about this, guys. It took me 305 hours. 305 hours to play beat Cyberpunk to this point, and I still didn't finish all the quests, and I still didn't do all the endings, right? We have 4 endings to do. Well, 5. So that is fucking shit ton of time. So if you're trying to gauge, you know, if I'm playing slow just to be ready for Phantom Liberty, I'm not. I'm really trying to just play, and whatever happens, happens, and then I'm gonna adapt to it. Because it's just impossible to... It's just impossible for me to, like, juggle. Of course I know more than you guys do. I wish I knew. Okay, there is some evil going on. I need to react. I need to react really quickly. Chumis. What is happening? Where is this? Where is this evil going on? That is below. That is below. Okay, let me get out. That is like below the fucking street. Okay, that's like below me here. What? Okay. It's like here somewhere? Crime? Oh shit, because I jumped on this poor guy. Fuck. No. 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 No, Chumi, I am gone from there. Okay, well, I just wanted to help. Look at that. I just fucking wanted to help. That's it. This is what you get for being too nice in Night City. Show yourself, evildoers. Who the fuck's that? That's police. Jesus Christ. They're on my ass. Okay, come over. Where is my car? Yeah. I need my car. I need my car. Jesus Christ. They are like unhinged. No. Ah. Ah. I need to run away. At least I know now where is that evil happening, but they clearly don't want any help. Yeah. No. Jesus Christ, they're fucking relentless.
Don't even want to find you.
Yeah, just don't find me, please. Jesus Christ, they're fucking relentless. What the hell? Okay, I think we have managed to escape this stressful situation. What we guys were talking about? I don't remember. Sorry. I was trying to. Yes, I was attempting to help these poor people, but fuck, they were like, no, I don't want to help from you. Get away from me. So yes, so I didn't end up helping them. Sadness happens to the best of us. Okay. Is it possible to play Cyberpunk on VR? I mean, my chum. There is a mod, I think, that you can try. And I think that mod looked quite insane. But no, there's no, like, official VR support, my man. I'm sorry. Where is that card? Okay. That is the weirdest fucking spot I've ever imagined. The sun. Oh. That would be insane. You mean to have the a VR supported for Cyberpunk? Nah, I mean, yeah, it's I admit it would be probably pretty awesome. You know, there's this mod that you can try, my friend. You know, that's probably the best I can say. Did you do the Prophet song gig? Yeah, I did all the gigs. Including the new gigs from 1.5 or 1.6. I forget which one that was. So I think I've done all of them. Have the team considered changing the rain effect to add the reacts to light? It would or would it affect performance? Lloyd Capo 999. I mean, it would 100% affect performance, my friend. I'm quite sure the team considered that and discussed that. I'm not sure if this is possible, not to like completely like butcher the performance and so on. Interesting point. I can actually poke some people and just had a conversation, ask about that stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool idea, I think. But it sounds costly as shit. It's probably because like we are playing path tracing on my 2080 Ti and it's fine, honestly, totally playable, and I really enjoy it like this because I don't have to have like 100 frames. If I'm like over 30, I'm totally fine as a player. So yeah, I want to play it with that because it's like at least the path tracing in Cyberpunk makes a big difference. And actually the game looks really, really, really awesome. My 4090 burst into flames trying to run it on VR, Philip said. Oh god. Philip said, oh Jesus, man. What are you doing with your 4090, my friend? That is some, Interesting idea. Could be a separate option to toggle on and off, but what? Yeah. Yeah, Skinny Fish said the actual artwork of this challenge is so good. Someone put a special effort into designing this. My friend, this is Jakub Rebelka. Jakub Rebelka is one of the very famous comic drawers in Poland. He has shipped multiple comic books. He has worked with us from Witcher 2, I think, through Witcher 3 to Cyberpunk. This guy is really good, and you can see like actual like this tarot cards. This is an actual amazing art here. I mean, it would have to be physical rain with subsurface scattering. I think it's so it would kill performance. I mean, Cabaret, absolutely, absolutely. That kind of rain, yeah, that's like, maybe in like, next years ahead, something like that will be possible. But I mean, honestly, I have no idea. Okay then. Igno TV Farrell says, what would you do if when you okay? So he said yes would go. My friend, I have to say that the grammar in that sentence is very complex. So if you could like rephrase your question, my chum, I have no idea what you mean. Unless you, of course, talk to someone else in the chat, then tag them, because I honestly didn't know. I'm shit at gay dev bad, that's how I would do it, lol. Yeah, Kabareches. I'm maybe not completely shit in game dev, but definitely difficult. The sun symbolizes success. It is a card of freedom, renewal, and a bright future that lies ahead. The sun also represents truth, for its light will always pull back the curtain of shadow that hides the world's secrets. It also represents greatness and splendor. Yeah, here you go, chums. The sun for you. A Revolver says, some people complain about the graphics in new Zelda, while others defend its charming art style. I guess you think that more AAA games should aim for non-obvious visuals. In your opinion, why do we have so few of them in games? Is it because they aim at the larger possible audience who likes realism? Absolutely. Is it more often criticism of the pursuit of, even if it's good-looking realism, which according to some people is boring and soulless, eats the budget and extends games development? Complex discussion, my friend. Like overall, it's true that like realistic style is simply more digestible for a broad audience. So if you are creating a product, a game that is supposed to be speaking to a global audience, like going with the graphics of like just realistic or like realistic but stylized, which is Cyberpunk, for instance, is a simple way to go. Like Witcher was also realistic but stylized. So in that way you can really reach broader audience. It's the same thing as when you look at the painters, in a history. Like you could clearly see that impressionists and painters who actually stepped away from realism. So all kinds of like cubism, impressionism, expressionism, and all that styles. Those were much less successful when it comes to the mass appeal than just realism, and it took a lot of time before actually they found their own connoisseurs, this kind of style. And that's true to games too, When it comes to Zelda, there's also another factor, and the factor is that Zelda was never really about like graphics and just like, building an incredible, graphical fidelity. It was always about gameplay. It was always about interactivity. It was always about simulation, and a few other Zeldas, like last Zeldas, they've been about simulating the world, simulating the physics, and so on, which I think is a great innovation that actually team has achieved here. And I'm really glad actually they went that route, because they simply have achieved something fresh and new and different with that Zelda. They were definitely not aiming at having it They were definitely not aiming at having it realistic, you know? Okay, those are... a coal! Let's look at it. All units, Little China. Warehouse, 344. 453 break-in. 1033 alarm enabled. 1066 suspicious persons. Interesting. So yeah, I mean, Zelda wasn't going for a realistic style, and because of that, you know, it makes absolute sense for them to actually go for more stylized thing. And you know, like, Zelda wasn't really mainstream before, you know. It was, of course, you know, very popular when it comes to like the Nintendo platform, you know. And in a way, depending of I guess which region you have in mind, you can say that they were in mainstream, especially in like Japan and Asian side of the world. But that being said, I think like last two Zeldas definitely got into the mainstream on the level of actual like AAAs, you know. And you know, like, when it comes to the performance, I mean, Zelda is, you know, a game that was created for a very old platform, right? Like, and, you know, like, to be honest, you know, I also, like, when I play Elden Ring on my Steam Deck, it also has performance issues, right? Especially with horse combat. Like, it happens quite a lot, you know, when you play. So, I'm like, I wouldn't be so, I would say, how to say it? I wouldn't be so negative towards the, you know, the Nintendo team, you know, that they were working on a platform that they have, and they just try to get the most out of it, to be honest. You know, they definitely, like, provided us with a game that has so much innovation, novelty, that, you know, it's really worth it. If they wouldn't, and if that would be just a, you know, yet another time same thing, then yeah, maybe. I see you guys cat jamming, that's great. Let's look at this description. You got the shop in the Little China, got the warehouse to raid, fucking out the correction. Feel your chum Colby there, gotta iron up? No, I don't think so. Cooler says he got some sweet doodad. Suppose they activate the alarm for us. Cooler gong chum can't even put Velcro shoes without his mom's helping him. He's the brains in a mouth. Sorry, man. Cool chum, suit yourself later. Okay, well, you know, definitely, kind of worked out for them until I decided to come in. Papu voice acting right now. CDPR leadership. I mean, I'm just doing silly shit here. I liked it. Oh yeah, Kababov, you said I liked. I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did like it. Pavel, when are you going to open the studio in US? NA goes for you have only Molasses Flood there. Yeah, we have Molasses Flood there, but we are building the studio and we will be intensifying, you know, everything when we will be done with a Phantom Liberty. My chum, you know, there's gonna be much more going on. So stay tuned. You know how people say it. You can stay trout, but you can also stay tuna. I know those are like actual dad jokes that I'm doing right now. Sorry for that. Let me loot those bad people here because they won't need this. Wow, what happened to your leg, my friend? That is fucking lethal. I am sure they you know, the kneecap doesn't like turn this way. This is definitely like, this is definitely fatal. Holy shit, my friend. I'm sorry that has happened to you. Let's pillage. Wow. Okay, I got some gun. Something to connect to. This is closed. Cool. Wait, another one? What? Another one like, wait, what, like next to me? Wait, what? I'm trying to secure evidence. Oh, it's here. Sorry, I'm slow. Cyberpunk 2 needs Pavel voice acted character. Oh, stop it. I am horrible in that shit, you know. Instructions! Read carefully! Our little toy should delay the number around 30 minutes. Enough to get in there, put it up, and download the hard before the cops arrive. Do not forget, for everything the guys plan, you have to start it up at the same time as the counter power in the building. At the same time. Otherwise, you'll fog out the lock. Okay, well, the instructions were very clear, bolded out. I'm glad, you know, it's important to be clear. Hello, sir. Everything okay?
Ain't got time for this. Get lost.
My friend, I have helped you, and you're treating me like this. I am leaving this surroundings. This is absolutely disgraceful. Mikey voice was like perfect Polish Stallone. Oh yeah. Oh god, guys, steal his car. I'm worried that the police gonna be on my ass. Let me try to experiment with that. Actually, I'm actually curious what happens. It's actually pretty cool. Okay. It's quite dark here. See you, bro. I have your car.
I don't even want to find you.
Okay. He said something like, "Yeah, I don't want to find you" or something. Police impersonation, exactly. That's the thing. How you do the siren though, H? How do you honk in the car? I don't know how to honk. It's not on tooltip. Switch camera, radio, exit. I don't know how to do that stuff. E? No, it doesn't seem to. Doesn't seem to honk. Control? Control E? Hopefully not all Control Delete. Okay, I don't know, my chummies, how to do that. Entering Arasaka waterfront. Holy heck! I found it, chummies. I found it, okay. That is very interesting. Oh, because I think this is from the... This is the Arasaka... That's the Complexi Plaza, Jesus. Okay, well... That was one hell of a graffiti. The Emperor! The Emperor... Not the Empress, the Emperor. Where are you, the Emperor? Okay, that's the Emperor. Yeah. The Emperor. Wow, that... Jesus Christ, those fucking cards look insane. Damn. Rebelka is a fucking genius. Seriously. God damn it. Try Alt-Enter. No, I'm not gonna try and like Control-Alt-Delete exactly. Alt-F4 and all kinds of things like this. You chummies, you're trying to trick me. You know, you think I'm old? You think I'm old? The Emperor represents patriarchal control and is pleased with the authority and power he possesses to shape the future. The Emperor makes the rules and enforces them for the common good. But prestige has its dark sides. The Emperor is dominating and ruthless and will climb over a mountain of bodies to achieve his aim. Delete system to 32. Thanks, guys. You are so helpful. Look at those cards, though. Our collection is almost complete. Wow, that looks actually pretty fucking awesome. Okay, well, you know, that worked. So, let's get to my car. And I think we are gonna go to this one here at the north. Yeah. How the hell did I miss it, like, when I was there in the oil fields? them catcher? What do you mean by them catcher? Do you think the video games industry needs more game franchises that have grand world building? You at CDPR have an opportunity to show off your skills in creating interesting worlds of both fantasy and science fiction games. So I'm curious if you'd like to see more in the industry. There is no denying series like Mass Effect or Dark Souls engage the audiences very much. Yeah, I mean, I would love it in general. Like, it's interesting that you touched the Dark Souls, right? Because like the world building in Dark Souls is so much different than to what we are doing normally. It's just like there's so much more is through the environmental storytelling and like very, sometimes incredibly cryptic dialogue, right? Like incredibly like, I would say unclear dialogue sometimes, right? Like I started playing Elden Ring and I have no idea why I'm doing what I'm doing. And I have no idea what objective I have. Like, you know, Melina, like this girl in a hood that appeared, she told me to, that I would be very suitable or something like this to find the ring and answer the call of the ring. And I'm like, okay, I get it. Answer the call of the ring. But what and why and actually what's going on, no idea, honestly. So maybe I'll find out in time. So far, I have no idea what the story is. In other Soul-likes, I kind of didn't know too, so I'm not expecting that it's gonna get clear at any point. It's just a sandbox to play in. So in general, like the world building that FromSoft is doing is great when it comes to like environmental storytelling and all that stuff. When it comes to like dialogues and so on, so like I would say more standard ways of create worlds and so on. It's very confusing. It's very confusing sometimes what's actually going on. I mean, I know that the part of the appeal of these games is that it's very cryptic, right? And I get it. Absolutely that, you know, the thrill of discovery and finding out and so on is there. But I think it's slightly too much for my liking. You know what I mean? It's just maybe slightly too much of a cryptic, you know, but I mean, different strokes for different folks, as they say it. Overall, like, I do personally really love worlds, especially the worlds that have very atypical, like, world building and are intriguing. You know, for instance, I'm really intrigued by the worlds in, you know, the games like Outer Worlds, yeah, or like the world like in Hollow Knight, for instance. Like those are actually really intriguing because they're very different, you know, to how it actually is normally done. So that actually really makes me excited. Oh, that's the Hangman! Wow, that's actually so interesting that the Hangman is actually here, exactly where the Johnny used to be. Where are you? This is the Hangman. Damn! Such a great place for this card, by the way. I mean, I remember talking with Matti about it when he was working on that, so I'm not completely surprised that it's here, of course, but in a way, you know, I just didn't completely know, you know? Yeah, Johnny's card, exactly. Exactly. Greybeat sir, usually when I have a stolen cop car, you can hear radio communication, which leads to my question, wouldn't it be pretty cool to have gigs you can complete from a stolen cop car? Oh, Greybeat, 100%, man. Fucking would love that, you know? I would love that, you know? It's just, yeah. It's a great thing, to be honest. Like, there is so much potential, you know, and so much space to explore, I would say. Saphiron said Dark Souls world building is made for whole communities to explore and find out. Yeah, exactly. Like, I think, like, Elden Ring and in general, like, From Software kinda discovered a different way, in a way, to tell a story in their games. And you go, you know, environmental storytelling, super cryptic dialogue, very cryptic cutscenes, some cryptic item descriptions. This is what's in the game, but the rest is just community digging through it, you know, puzzling things together, you know, trying to figure things out from you know, titles, names of the items, descriptions, all that, and build it together and builds a community. So I'm not saying that what From Software is doing is worse. I didn't say that at all. I said that I played all of their games. So if I wouldn't like it, I wouldn't play it. You know, I really, really adore the games they do. And I had great fun actually with all of them. Outside of Sekiro, that I was beating my ass so hard that I couldn't play that game. Like I really enjoyed that storytelling. So my friend, I think like overall, it's a interesting and different and also valid way to tell your story. It's a very atypical one, you know, the fact that it actually requires you to be a part of a community that is outside of the game, and you just need to kind of go out of your way seeking information to be able to know the story of the game. Very interesting way. Again, I think From Software proves that it's possible to do it like that, you know, when you have the brand built on that kind of game. Because like, I think like Elden Ring would have been received completely differently if that would be a first game that From Software did. But because they have built the community, and that was game number 8, I think, right? Not counting the remasters. So I think they've done 7 games like this, and because of that, when the Elden Ring dropped, it was really, a community was there. You know, there was already a fertile ground, you know, kind of waiting for it. Anyway, my dears, let me read the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a card of sacrifice. It says that the price must be paid in order to achieve enlightenment. The Hangman's forsakenness opens the path to rebirth into a new life, though this path is wrought with pain suspended in time and ultimately ends in death. Interesting. Bride's beer, our liberty's phantom. I hope it won't stop being phantom at some point. It will become a reality, my chum. That's what I want to say. Whoa! What is this grain? Okay. I was looking at the light. Okay then, my dears. Where is the last cart? Let's go to the street and let's go and find the last cart. What? Oh shit, that's the wrong direction. Okay, let's go. The whole tire concept is such a huge asset for the game. I'm glad Guadalupe, you think so. Like it was really something that our art team really wanted to do. You know, wanted to build something like this and played with this idea, you know, that they had. So then, you know, Marcin Blacha and Mateusz Tomaszkiewicz, they figured out a way how to do it, and I love it. You know, the way it's done, the way it's like tied up with a narrative. You know, the way it works. I really adore this. Let's, my chums, listen to some cool shit. Did I pick it? Wait, I completely didn't pick it. Didn't I? Wait, where are you, Principales? Here you are. Here you are. I'm selecting you, Principales. Okay, should start playing. I hope it will. Does it? I don't know, maybe they are chilling, actually having a sandwich break. You can't, yeah, viverted. It seems so. I don't know what happened. You need to change the car. Oh really? Oh shit, that's not nice. That's not nice because I wanted to play police today. Anyway, this guy actually drove away. It was funny. Not in police cars. Oh, okay. No music when you have to chase down NC's weirdest. Okay, well, you know, anyhow, let's continue, my chums. We are gonna grab the last card, and that's it. And this is what I'm gonna conclude the stream at, I think, today, because of the fact that it's already time, actually, but I will get there. So I can basically police brutality. I can actually look at your questions and so on, because like we are going like 6 kilometers like across the whole city. By the way, like one of the things that I really love about Cyberpunk is like the no loading screen thing. is like the fact that you can just drive through that fucking city and it just streams in live, you know, when you traverse through it. And I can run it in 2080 Ti on path tracing. It's fucking insane. I really like that about this. Camille Cesaro question from Facebook user. Okay. Are we going to get a quest with more involvement of Rita Wheeler? You horny chums. That's what I have to say. And is her popularity in the fandom something that was expected? No, my friend, it wasn't completely, you know. But, you know, we underestimated how horny you are. So that is it, you know. I think we underestimated it on many different layers. But when it comes to Rita Wheeler, that was very visible. That was very visible, you know? Like, sometimes we're actually building, like, some character that is a secondary or tertiary character, and then suddenly we are fucking shocked of, like, how community is actually into, like, a given character, and how people actually love that given character, even though this certain character was just really a tertiary person somewhere at the background, and we didn't really intend to have it, like, bigger, you know, and really make anything specific, so it's interesting. Cyberpunk players needs all the bonks. Glacialalia delivers. Exactly, Glacialalia, that's what I'm thinking too. You know, that's how it looks like. Wow, I'm seriously driving, like, from this cart to another. I'm literally driving, like, the whole world across to just get there. We're gonna get there, chummies, in a moment. 3.7 kilometers more. So yes. Players needs all the bonks. I mean, of course they do. Of course they do. Yeah, AV's flying. It's interesting, you know, because like today when I was thinking about the 8th anniversary of The Witcher 3, I was thinking about the fact that really like that game has... Okay, I think we probably won't manage to get there today. I will just deal with these people here, and we gonna save and finish. You know, I was thinking that, you know, really Witcher like has changed my life, but I honestly think that Cyberpunk has changed it much more, and it's such a had so much more of an impact on me as a person. You know, and my own story, you know, like I'm moving to US to be able to work on another one. Like, it's hard to imagine actually even bigger impact. Wow, that car! Oh shit. I think if I load the checkpoint, I will be on the other side of the city. I think like that is a wow, definition of ending with a bang, my dears. That is definition of ending with a bang. That is definitely. Oh no, I actually saved. Okay, I'm gonna punish them. Come over here, you bastards. Here you have a medicine from Rebbeca with love. Do you guys remember when like 2 years ago I was trying to kill that cyber psycho on a roof? Do you guys remember that? And like that was Kit Kat Kate. That started the roof gang. Do you remember, Chumis? Yeah, I know. I have a memory like a fucking elephant. I do remember that shit still. You know. Do you remember, guys, the roof gang? Yeah, exactly, Magda. The roof gang unites, you know. I think it was Kit Kat Kate who wasn't here. I think she stopped coming over to our streams. But it was Kit Kat Kate, it was you, Magda, and it was Sapphire who belonged to the roof gang. So yeah, here you go. Okay, Forrest Lee and Chris James are talking. They wiped some of our guys. Who? Fuckers from that corporate transport. Wasn't supposed to be any fucking Haskell on that thing. Well, there was! Corpse soldiers plus a dumb drone! Shit! You told us to grab the transport? Dean Simons! You know what to do. Yeah! Okay. And another one! Let's go! Let's go, Roof Gang. Let's do the last voice acting for today. Okay, Dean Simons and Bill. Okay, Dean Simons. Let's see what they are actually talking about. What do I do? Get the fuck out of the sound room. The hell, I wasn't me who talked. I always gave you those transports. Why the fuck would I snitch? Why? Third Tomb, I know you didn't mean to, but the boys don't get it. The transport you gave them was supposed to be clean, but it had hassle all over it. But I didn't know. I know, but the kids are dead, and you know how it does. Siegfried thinks it was your fault, and they won't let that out. The fuck? So you gotta run. I mean, as a friend, run. I got a family here. Well, leave them. They'll be fine. That's the promise. I mean, that's such an intense, emotional story that we have here, don't we? That is my chums. And with this being said, we are concluding this lovely stream with you, my dears. I'm gonna, play some lovely Cyberpunk music, because why not? Maybe some banger for the end, because, that's something to end up with. Maybe this one would be... Maybe this one? We don't listen to this often. My dears, it was amazing to have you here today. It's always a pleasure to be streaming for you. I wanted to thank our dear Reds and moderators for being here. I wanted to thank Ayano, our UI producer, Chivok, Mike, our customer support engineer. I wanted to thank Bartek Pirko, our level designer. And I think that was everyone today. Oh, and I wanted to thank Mazi, our QA art lead. And our two amazing moderators, Kogito and Sapphire. Thank you so much, my dears, for being here. As always, it was a great pleasure to stream from you. Now, we are going to see each other in a week from now. And I am leaving you with this banging song. And, well, June is soon. And that's cool, isn't it?